Hey guys. Rawr, Ghosty. Oh my god. Hello to legitimately everybody. Holy crap. Jess, Angel, Biddy, Jared, Nick, Nathan, Moose, Ghosty, I've already said, but hi Ghosty, I love you. Did I miss anyone? David, thank you for the host. Okay, hold on. Yeehaw! Moose, thank you for the host, man. Okay. It's doing it again, isn't it? There might be a little bit of lag here. 1 second while my camera adjusts. Oh my goodness. Hi, David. How's it going? Shocky? Shocky, who are you? You know my name, but I know not who you are. The music, isn't it so good? I love it. I love it so much. I'm still skipping frames, aren't I? That's disconcerting. Oh, God. Okay, guys. Okay, Jess, sure. So guys, this is going to be different. I don't have a computer that was meant for this. I am the thing that goes bump in the night, the great and powerful Shook. Who? I don't know you. I don't know this name. I need your original name. I love the overlay. Guys, let's take a second here. Full-on props to Nathan for everything has been custom made for this stream. With the exception of the map in the background, I did that in the program. Nathan has done every asset you see from the borders to the opening thing with the little embers rising. Guys, Nathan's amazing. Can we get some love and some hype in chat for him for this? Because my God, it's incredible. Okay, has done every ass. Yes. I'm from Homie Stream, 50 knows me, and Sword Stream. Oh, Shocky, hello, welcome. I know both of them. I feel like did you go under a different name before? Have I met you before? Either way, welcome in. How was your night going? Okay. Why? So Nathan threw some protein at me. Why? All right, so, oh my goodness. Lex, hello, welcome to the stream. How is your night going? Boop is a boop. All right, 2 second lag. 2 second lag, what? Saw your shameless self-promo. I freaking love D&D. Shocky, I love that you love D&D. Fist bump, my friend. Okay, and with that ending... okay, here's the thing. I'm currently using a program to make my webcam go to Streamlabs and Discord. I have 3 monitors set up right now. D&D are for nerds! Proud nerd. So... You know what, we'll just put this other one on until I finish explaining some things to y'all, because I don't want to leave you guys in the dark. So, here's the thing. We're going to try and keep things on track. I am a super beginner GM, whatever you want to call it, when it comes to this. I've DM'd fewer than 10 sessions in me life. I'm a big fan of Critical Role. That's how I got into D&D, courtesy of Nick. This is Dan's game. Biddy. Alright, so I'm using a program that D&D is DM yeah. Correct. Thank you. So, guys, we have 6 players, 4 of which have only done 10 games or fewer. So this is very much a beginner D&D thing. Do not expect the toppest of quality. Yes, I meant to say that. It will be for the fun of it. It's a custom campaign that I've written from scratch. So we'll see how it goes. Cute. I'll look good. Then what else was I gonna say? I'm missing something. Man, this is some serious skip frames issues. My webcam might lag. So, the other thing, I'm gonna try and get through this quickly. I have tried to keep so few programs open on my computer. I have 1 tab open in a browser. I have Discord, I have the streaming software, I have my chatbot, I have the camera software, and I have my Word doc that contains all my crap. Jaren has no pants on, that's fair. So, I will not be paying attention to chat as much as I normally do. I love interacting with you guys so much, so it hurts me to do this. But I really feel that it's important so that we can keep things going along and there's not a disconnect between the players, the DM, and the campaign. So I have mods in chat. If you guys have questions, or if there's an urgent question or one that I can answer quickly, I will try to. Has no legs. So, let me see. Is that pretty much everything? I think that's pretty much everything, guys. There's a little bit of a mix of homebrew here with rules as written. So all right, I'll get this over with quickly then. Yeah. So, all right, guys. With that, I think we're pretty much good to go. Let's get things kicked off here. So, all right, Jared and Nick have the most experience in D&D. Guys, just run with us. Have fun with us on this. We're gonna do some wacky stuff along the way. It's theater of the mind. Open up your mind to the possibilities. Yes, I'm meaning to sound that way. So, yeah. With that, let me pause this. All right, we're here.
Hi. We're here.
Hi.
We're here.
Hi, everybody.
So
turn off stream time or
is it what? Oh, pretty close.
Not before I see this overlay. Let's go.
Isn't
Let's
it
do
so
this
good?
before you start.
Hey,
Let's do this before
like
you start.
Oh, it
If
looks
it'll work.
sick.
That's weird.
That's awesome.
Text to speech didn't. Isn't it so good? It's so good. Hey, I'm
Nice.
so happy with it. I am skipping frames occasionally, so the video might lag out, but as long as the audio doesn't, you guys should be okay on stream. Let's do this before you. Moose, what the hell? I didn't even see that because I wasn't there.
What?
Why are you starting us out this way? Okay, you guys couldn't see it on stream because of this. Moose did a $68 donation at the beginning of the stream to start everything off. Moose,
Let's go,
you're
Moose.
freaking madman. Thank you so much, my friend.
That's awesome.
I mean, you still owe them $1, but
That's fair.
Actually, did this work?
Oh
see.
my God, 68.
Josh, that's only one. Oh,
No, it's not.
doing
Shut
one
up.
at a time.
Why is it doing one
no.
at a time?
That's okay.
Why is it doing
Chill.
that?
I mean, yeah.
could not.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
That's fine. Okay.
Someone banned Gokabot for spam.
Fuck you, Gokabot.
All right. So, hey, Nick repping the ball.
You.
All right. So, I think we're pretty much good to go. I just need to go over here.
Good job, Bidley.
And where are we? Certain things are going to be very not streamlined, but that's okay.
So
Is
I
it
will
not
now close stream.
Sure.
All right.
The main thing is definitely skipping frames is the issue. So,
At least
and
you're not dropping.
Okay.
true.
But
Nick moved his setup. Yes, he moved entirely, Jess. He actually
I'm
moved to a
in a
new
new
him
house.
move buildings.
Yep.
New place.
His setup actually stayed in the same spot. He just put a new building over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Tina and I got divorced. Kicked me out.
Nick and I are married now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, they always were.
Damn, what a step down.
Oh. Hello, Angel98. Welcome to the stream. So as I mentioned,
I'm back.
It's Tina, you can't take offense
Oh,
at that.
shit.
It's true.
as I mentioned in the beginning, I will not be paying as much attention to chat. I've asked all the players to do the same. I have mods in the chat. Joel, thank you so much, man. To answer any immediate questions or urgent ones, and just let me know if there's anything that you need me for, Joel, along the way.
I put you away, chat. Love you.
Goodbye, chat.
Bye.
All right. Okay.
Bye.
Let me see. Do I have everything here? That's a yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's a pretty good video. So.
Ta-ta, chat. Ta-ta for now. Why does it look like he's cuddling a hot dog pillow? It's a Reese's.
It's such an interesting
Oh,
saying.
somebody stole the pillow already?
Yeah, put the
Yeah.
Reese's up to it.
Yeah, it's a Reese's.
That
It's
was
a
hot
Reese's
one.
pillow.
No free brand deals.
Shit, right.
That's fair.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored.
Yeah.
Very true, I like.
Yet.
Say?
Yo.
All right,
We
so
should get Josh's stream sponsored by Reese's.
Do you still have your bag of Reese's?
Oh, man.
No, I did all.
Yeah.
all right, so I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it by now, but the majority of players here are beginner players. I am a beginner DM, so just have fun with us as we just enjoy D&D with friends.
Hey, man.
Jess is the best. Ooh, when did that command get made?
I'm assuming I know who made it.
Oh wait, Jess doesn't even know.
She doesn't know.
That's
Really?
amazing. Okay, I don't even have sunset. I don't even have the image. You know what? I know what I'll do. I'll go to the battle one because it's perfect. So
Battle.
we'll go to this one to start.
Starting out with a fight, guys. Let's go.
Yo, that's how I want to start.
Okay, okay.
I was gonna attack one of you if we didn't.
Let's go.
Easy.
All right, my camera's lagging again. So my software I need to keep up, like up front and personal, apparently.
So.
All right, so actually, that's a pretty good question. Will we hear background lore from characters? There will be very basic that everybody knows about their characters. You guys know more about your characters than I do. If you want to intro yourself, please do. I have not been keeping track of the little changes you've been making along the way.
I should make some sort of intro that has more detailed background.
It can be literally just a sentence if you want. Just anything to kind of get them familiar with who you are. But we will do that once we get into it here. God dang it, Jess. All right, here we go. So, everybody, welcome to Sunset Valley, an isolated place in the far southwest of the continent. Sunset Valley was protected by the goddesses Melora and Sehanine. Melora protects the sea, and Sehanine protects the land. It is known by those that follow Sehanine that she protects the land through the use of illusion magic, appearing to the outside world as though there is a giant mountain over the valley, when in fact there's the valley itself. It was settled many centuries ago that anybody that would remember is probably not here anymore, has moved on, or is passed, so the specifics of how it started were lost to time. But the residents that live here, think of the Shire from Lord of the Rings. They choose a simple life away from a bunch of society, and for the most part, people work out their own issues. There is trade in and out of the valley, although very sparse, and anybody that would be brought into the valley is vetted by the people. Nobody really finds their way in to the valley, so to speak. They are brought in either by somebody that knows they can trust them. So new residents are not very often brought into the valley because of that. So in terms of primary towns within the valley, Boatwright is the center of trade, the primary fishing town, gathering town. It contains the majority of the population. One thing I did forget to mention is that the valley is about 10 square miles, so it's pretty small overall, and only about 1,000 population total. So very, very small, very simple life. The majority of that population resides in Boatwright. Boatwright is where you would go to find any combat masters, any a trade of any kind, fishing. Primary inhabitants are halflings and humans. Then to the north we have Stoneworth. Stoneworth is a mining town and a tinkering town. You find a lot of gnomes and dwarves there. They have the Stoneworth mines, not filled with a bunch of precious gems, so to speak, but what they need, the basics, the necessities they can find in there. Lumberfall to the south is a little bit more, it's a logging town, obviously, as well as any form of basic practice of alchemy or the magics would be more found down there than anywhere else. There's a bit of surrounding farmland to the area and a bit of housing, but beyond that, it's a simple town. They really haven't even intruded into the forest all that much, and the forest actually grows faster than it normally would, which is why the trees haven't all gone away. To the west, about a mile and a half off the coast or so, is the Isle of Eldon, a lone little isle out there that from the shoreline, all you can see is a gathering of trees. That's pretty much it. It's about a quarter mile wide, very small, and was so named the Isle of Eldon because the only one that has ever traveled there was a halfling named Eldon Wildheart. He was the only one to brave the journey and never returned. The reason the journey is so treacherous is due to treacherous waters as well as aggressive sea life, almost like it's being protected, and so people have no need to make the journey and so don't risk it. That is pretty much the overarching setting for the world. This group specifically, this group of adventurers, have been training with the master of combat, pretty much, the most renowned in Boatwright, an older human named Marcon. He took them in when they each approached him separately for a reason that they were wanting to leave the valley. So they figured it probably best that they would refine their combat abilities, their abilities to survive, and so sought out someone to help them with that. That was 6 months ago that each of them started training. 4 months ago, a couple months after they started, a goblin force invaded Needle Pass, which I should have mentioned Needle Pass. Needle Pass to the east is the only way in and out of the valley, a very small opening in the mountain. And so goblins have taken over that, a massive goblin force, but they have not all out attacked the valley. They've sent out raiding parties every now and again, and that's what this group is most notorious for of any other group in the valley. They have been the most successful with defending as well as just any combat scenario with goblins. And they are currently returning from their 7th victory gaining them so far the one with the most victories of any group within Boatwright, or just the valley in general. Let me see here. Did I forget anything? Yes, I did. Give me 1 second.
Did you say the primary inhabitants of Lumberfall?
I did not. The primary are elves and humans. Thank you for
Okay.
clarifying.
He's opening the binder.
I am. I have a lot of crap in here.
Dummy thick.
Oh, dirt. Hey guys, there's an unknown tower to the northeast. That tower was not there before. That appeared 3 months ago, about a month after the Goblin forces. Nobody witnessed it being constructed. Nobody knows where it came from. It appeared out of nowhere, and anybody that has visited it has come back with terrifying stories of creatures and monsters protecting it. And so... Yep, that's everything. Okay. Okay, so with that, you guys, the unnamed party, are returning from your 7th victory against any goblin forces. Feel free to give a brief description of each of your characters so that people can kind of relate or understand who you are. Anybody that wants to go first can feel free.
All right. So I am Mavis Shem. I am a gnome from Stoneworth. I am a tinkerer, and I want to be known as the best inventor. But I don't see that happening in Sunset Valley because of my pseudo master, who is just much more skilled than I am, named Zook. And so I'm looking for new adventures outside of there to build my name up outside of Sunset. And the best way to do that is to get rid of these random goblins that have been attacking us. You mentioned the goblins, correct?
I did, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm very energetic, eccentric, somewhat emotionless. But but basically, like, the world is a playground and play we must. That, like, encompasses Mavis.
So, in case Nathan was, because I think it was cutting out for me a little bit at least. So, Mavis Shems, he believes that the world is our playground and play we must. Let's see. So that I can make it easier. I'll just go down the line. From the current scene that I'm on, Gar would be the next.
Oh, yes, I am Gar, and I am a silver dragonborn. I am a war cleric, and I found myself shipwrecked on the beaches of Sunset Valley. After an unfortunate event, the temple took me in and started teaching me their ways. And currently I'm working on bettering myself so that one day I may find myself back home with my real family. But while I'm here, I will do anything to protect those that I trust and now consider my family.
Beautiful.
We family now.
Next in line would be Laren.
Oh no. Okay.
That's Laren.
Okay.
If you want, Rachel, I can kind of help with this part since you and I have been going over it a little bit.
That would be great. I don't
Okay.
really know how to sum her up well without giving anything away, so I'd be a little.
Well, the description that I gave you last night, honestly, you could just read that off. It's sufficient enough.
Oh yeah, the bio.
Okay.
You're like the only one who actually has a bio.
Hey, bro.
Hey, I have a bio.
That's
all
true.
got 'em.
All you guys,
I didn't see it the other day.
I see how.
Everyone but Nathan has one.
Who doesn't have one?
Are you?
Wow.
Literally.
Nathan.
Nice.
Low class
You
criminal.
got this, Nathan.
Mavis is too distracted tinkering to write a
I
bio.
did put mine
Yeah.
off like an hour ago, to be fair.
I saw nothing.
I had like my full one for Josh written out, but I hadn't made the public one just yet.
Me
Till
too.
earlier.
Nice. I actually haven't I mean, I assume yours just trimmed some of what you
Yeah.
read to me. So yeah, Laren. Ben Evans 857, thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the stream. I've not seen you before. How's your night going? So, Laren is... Oh, Rachel, you have the description? Because I don't have it here.
I do.
Thank you. Just read that.
I
That's
got
fine.
you. So Laren is a scout for the Valley Defense, which is the local militia in Sunset Valley. And she is well-versed mostly in the art of stealth and perception of her surroundings, so is often the one to go ahead of the troops and kind of scout things out for them and make sure everything looks good, report back to her comrades. She's very guarded by nature. Not much is known about her past or really her in general, beyond her name. And she is, let's see, has a very sincere and compassionate nature about her. And when she's not training with her group under Marcon, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this part, we'll go with it.
Yeah, that's fine.
She can usually be found isolated with her thoughts or occasionally lending help to the common folk of Boatwright. It's kind of like a brief description.
Yeah.
Right.
Next in line would be... Oh. Well, I switched scenes, so I kind of messed everything up, but that's... Oh, no, it's perfect. Zeus.
Nice.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Zeus. To the knowledge of the audience and not the people that are playing with me,
Mhm.
I keep to myself. I can be quite rude to others, and I always try to look calm. Rumors around Lumberg that I cause some explosions from time to time.
Rumors around Lumberfall.
All right. I think we'll get along, actually.
Next in line, and lastly, but not leastly, that's a word, right? Is Nessa
Wait, no.
Hilder.
That's, you're forgetting Adrian, but I'll go next.
Bye, guys. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jared
my
didn't
God!
get
I
this.
tell you, when I messed up my scenes, I really messed up everything. You're right. Next in line would be Genmare. I assume that's pronounced.
Ginmare, yeah.
Genmare.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
But I'm Nessa. I'm a human born and raised in Boatwright. My dad is Giovanni. He's actually the father, or I'm sorry, the head clerk. He's actually the father. He's the head cleric for the Temple of Melora. And then my mom, Priscilla, she just does general work. I don't know if we ever actually gave her...
No, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, she just does general work and just kind of helps out with the whole town. She mostly works alongside my father in the Temple of Melora. Since I was a young girl, I grew up alongside my dad, kind of working in the temple and learning the ways there. My dad was really strict, and then my mom was a little bit more sweet, I guess you could say. So
Yeah.
I'm really loyal to the town. I would do anything in my power to make sure that they stay safe. And then my mom taught me to also kind of have a softer side and always look out for the good in people. I'm a paladin, I forgot to say that. And yeah, I've been training alongside all these weirdos.
Accurate.
So also, I guess we should back up. Rachel is playing a rogue scout.
Yes.
Yes.
Zeus,
Oh, yeah,
TJ,
I forgot to say
is a
Wood elf.
wood elf.
Sorcerer.
Wood elf sorcerer. Nick already said you are a war
I think I
domain
have
cleric.
it.
You didn't. I don't think you said, Nathan. You're an artificer.
Oh yeah, I'm a gnome artificer, artillerist,
And
which
no,
means I like to make little turrets and things.
he likes to make things that go boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
They will.
Okay. And last but not least, Genmare.
There you go.
So my name is Ginmare. I come from a family of blade singers of the closely guarded Jaguar style who have lived in Sunset Valley since its founding. My uncle murdered my mother and fled the valley, an incident that is publicly known, but not much detail of it is known about. I personally do not know what motive my uncle possibly could have had for murdering her, but I do intend to find out. So I am training under Marcon to prepare for my journey to find my uncle.
All right.
And I am a elf, blade singer wizard.
A moon elf specifically, right?
Moon elf, yes.
Yes.
Never, Jess. Never.
Jess?
She's distracting me with text.
Dang it, Jess.
He's finding ways around the system.
Yeah. I did. I scolded him. Did you? Did you really?
I was checking the phone to see if I did indeed include the clats and stuff beneath.
Yes. No, you're
So.
good. So yeah, so that everybody knows, the party's starting at level 3, because for anybody that's done D&D before, levels 1 and 2 are really just introduction
They suck.
content. Yeah, they suck.
Tutorials.
So
Tutorials
the
that you can very
tutorial.
easily die in.
yes, and Marcon training them is over the last 6 months. Now that's how they've progressed from level 1 to level 3.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to distract him, though. Dang it all. All right, so with that, you guys are all returning from your 7th victory against the Goblin forces. As you enter Boatwright, there's the occasional housing district, some houses off to the side for the common folk, and you enter into the walled area of Boatwright where, and I am going to have a map for this later, I just was not able to get it done in time. The walled area of Boatwright is where you can find the tavern, the temple, any place of importance pretty much is going to be within this walled area. And 1 second, I need to switch the music, and it's a little bit loud. Stop that one.
Oh, I forgot one thing. I don't believe in the existence of magic.
Oh yeah, kind of important.
I believe that everyone who can cast magic has some form of apparatus on them that does it.
Yes.
And
Magic
because that's how I
user
do it.
Doesn't believe in magic.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
Rachel.
man.
Huh?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I thought you said Josh.
Oh no, I said
That's
gotcha.
interesting.
Yes.
It's like a barbarian that doesn't believe in raging.
Yeah.
I know. Who would do that?
Who would have thought it?
I didn't think it up. The dice rolled.
That's true. That's
God
true.
dang. You're right. So yeah, you find yourselves walking through the roads of Boatwright. There's actually a smaller crowd of people that have gathered here that are kind of clapping for you guys as you're coming back. You can hear the occasional shouting of some of your names as you guys have started to gain a little bit of notoriety around here. As you're walking through town, you pass a well in the middle of town, but the main area that people are gathered at right now is Good Barrel Tavern, proudly run by Alton Good Barrel, a halfling that is very proud of his family name and will do anything to further it in the town. He's always seen at different events where he could normally be attending. He's there to sell some ale or different alcoholic beverages at his tavern. He wants the name to be known everywhere. So,
Sorry.
you're good. I'm sorry, 1 second. I think I am missing one
What
thing.
was his
I'm
name
gonna grab
again?
one
Alton
thing real quick.
Goodbarrel, a halfling.
Alt-
Yes, Alton. And, sure, why not? Yes, he also has become pretty good friends with the party over the past, well, long while. It would have been even before you were started training with Marcon, but you guys as a group specifically since then. Very jovial, very friendly. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you. Oh, help. I need to make sure I have one thing that I'm pretty sure I'm missing right now. Yeah, I am. Give me 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves.
All right, I'm back.
Well, we did good out there today.
Oh, I mean, you can just talk with whatever. It doesn't have to be in character
I
if
was
you
gonna
want
ask, who
to.
owns the tavern again? What was the name?
Alton
Alton
Goodbarrel.
Good Barrel.
He is a halfling, and I forgot to write that down.
What's
Yes.
the tavern name?
Oh, yes.
Good Barrel Tavern.
Good Barrel Tavern.
Yes. Very straightforward.
Welcome to the Good Barrel, home of Good Barrel.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. It's like, where is my? I've never had so many papers scrawled out in my life.
It's all good,
Not
Josh.
this.
No, I mean just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, they're in here.
Josh.
Yes. Stay hydrated. Let me catch up on this. Ben Evans, thank you for the subscription. I mentioned that. Wandering Fool, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to
That's
the
so
garage,
small.
which is normally different than now. But I'm there. They are. I can't believe I didn't have these out.
I can actually.
Ooh.
Oh, it's
I can
true.
use my props. So one thing that you'll notice as a party that I
I'm
carry
gonna do
a dagger around with me all the time that I'm constantly holding on to and I never let go. So I'm gonna actually physically show this because this is like perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like it.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure I have that exact thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Clean.
Bring it on, Josh.
It's down here. Everything's everywhere. Hold on. There we go. Haha!
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Oh,
There we
Like,
go.
it took a while for me to kick in. Everyone said aha. I was like, what?
All right. So as you enter Good Barrel Tavern, there's a bard band up in the back on a little bit of an elevated platform. There's several tables around, a bar on your left as you first enter. Alton Good Barrel is currently behind, clapping as you guys come in. There's a pretty good amount of people in here, and as you enter, Alton, my friends, welcome in. It's so good to see you. I heard you had another fantastic victory today.
That's what we hear as well.
I mean, of course. I mean, I assume you would hear of it.
The way that they caught flames and other ones exploded, it was magnificent.
Those goblins are no chance for you. I assume as much.
I get to try just all of my inventions. It's wonderful.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
It went very well.
Speaking
Gar
of,
just hangs his head like.
speaking of, at the time you guys would have been arriving, it's pretty late into the day. It's about 6 or so in the afternoon or evening. The sun would be pretty close to setting, so it's lower light out, but it's not yet.
Okay.
As you come in, you say, "Can I get you guys anything to drink on me? Anything at all, as a celebration of this wondrous day?"
Do you have any specialties?
I do, in fact. We have a new honey mead I've been working on. It has strong.
I'll have that.
Of course,
Yes,
of
I'll have
course. Pours a little bit for you, hands it to you. It's very nice. As you drink it, it has strong
I
notes.
inspect it first.
Sure. Looks like mead.
I smell it.
I mean, it's in a wooden flagon, so you can't really see underneath it. But you know,
I taste it.
it's nice. It's a mead with. It has some strong notes of floral honey, and you just go.
I'll have some milk, Alton.
Milk, of course, Gar. I know you. He goes back and pours you a little bit of milk. Just a nice little normal glass of milk.
Glass of wine is fine.
He gets you all a bunch of different ones. Mostly probably the honey mead seems like a pretty pleasant drink overall. Says, friends, I hate to do this to you after you've come back from such a wondrous victory. But as you can see, business is currently booming today, and I really have no chance to leave the tavern whatsoever. I would like to ask a favor of you. Anton from the Fisher's Trick, which you guys know, being here. The Fisher's Trick is a local fishing building where they sell anything from fishing rods to nets, line, anything you would need to go fishing. He's the one to go to.
Does he have a last name? Or do we just know him as Anton? Or
You would just know him as Anton, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fisher's Trick.
Yep.
Anton Trick.
I'd
And-
probably know him pretty well, huh? From all my fishing.
Oh,
Yes, you
that's a
would.
fact. I'm actually just gonna type these notes. Why am I writing?
Because there's something feel good about, right?
Because you can write cool notes.
There you go.
Cool.
See?
I don't have enough
Read it.
notebooks between all the campaigns.
Look at these cool notes.
Yeah.
What about
really cool.
Strong Jaw Ale? I appreciate that reference. They don't serve that here, unfortunately. So.
What is it that Anton is needing?
Oh, yes. Well, you see, I made a bet with Anton. We each decided to put our skills to the test, and it turns out that he knows his stuff when it comes to alcohol, and I don't know as much as I assumed I did about fishing. So, long story short, I owe him this, and he sets down a small cask, which is kind of the Good Barrel staple. He puts things in very small casks, a little larger than the average mug size. Usually that's how he hands out any of his products. This cask is Moorish Sparkle. It's a sweet, sparkling white wine. And if I know Anton, he'll already know to put grapes in it as well. Sweetens it up a little bit. So, but yes, if you could deliver this to him, I would be very grateful. I just don't have any opportunity to do so whatsoever today. And if you just won't mention anything about the bet, just tell him that Alton is gave him what he needed. He'll know the rest.
I mean, I was gonna go there anyways.
Oh, wonderful.
I needed to get some new baits.
So it's not very much of an inconvenience then. Thank you, Gar.
Not for me.
I've meandered over to the band that's playing right now.
Sure. Yeah, you're in front of him. There's
just
about
kinda-
3 different band members, a couple halflings and a human in front. They're just, there's no. As you do that, they kind of like try to ignore you, try to remain professional.
Yeah.
You guys look over. You see Mavis just like really getting into this very simple beat.
I look at Gar and I'm like, I'll come with.
Yeah. Let's go, Ness. They seem to be having a
look
good time.
behind me though, and I see they're moving.
Yep.
Towards the door, so I'm
Look
gonna
back
go
and you
follow.
see them leaving. Unless anyone else would like to do anything specific, you can feel free
I'm
to.
gonna, before I leave, flip a gold to Alton for the drinks
Ting.
as like a tip.
He catches it in midair. Many thanks, Gar. Always appreciate your generosity. And he puts it down behind the desk. Also, for everybody, you can feel free to interrupt me at any time if you are deciding your character would do anything. You don't have to wait for me to finish describing something.
All right.
I probably wouldn't go with.
Probably wouldn't. Okay.
Alrighty.
Everyone else?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm following.
I would follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the majority of the interrupts. Thank you, Sky.
On my way out, though, I am gonna turn to Zeus and just. Are you coming with? I don't know what they're leaving out there for, but
Oh, not that one.
I don't want to miss out on another combat opportunity if that's what's going on.
Nah.
Nah. Okay. I heard that one before. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell them that that's
Just
what you
trying
said.
to Ness. Like, what's his deal?
I don't know. Just give him time. He's still young. He's trying to find his way.
Well, I know my way to the Fisher's Trick.
Yes, and as you
I'll follow you.
I just kind of follow next to you.
and as you guys leave Good Barrel Tavern, take a short turn, and there's a short set of stairs about 10 feet down where there's a retaining wall that separates the lower like market district from the town, from the rest of the town. Further down, off to the left, you can find the Fisher's Trick. It's a very simple, like almost. I mean, it's a very simple building, small. As you approach and you walk inside, you can see there's a customer behind the counter, or not behind the counter, in front of the counter, and Anton's daughter Mara is currently behind the counter. You guys know Mara very well over the last 6 months, but probably for some of you, especially Gar, even longer. She is you guys' biggest fan. Like of anybody in the town, she always wants to. She always loves it when you guys drop by. And the main thing about her with the Fisher's Trick is that Anton will kind of let her be up front, run the shop with air quotes from time to time, to make her feel like she's running the shop while he's kind of helping along without her knowing. Okay, Yoshi's adorable.
See it in TJ's website.
Oh my god.
That's so cute.
That is
Why
awesome.
Is he laying like that? How is that comfortable?
Okay. So yeah, as you
Sorry.
enter, no, you're good.
Sorry.
As you can enter, you can see this older human, middle-aged rather, human man standing in front of the counter. He has like a bit of string and a couple simple supplies on the table. And as she's like inspecting all of it, Mara, she's young. She's like 6 years old. She's got, where's my notes?
Oh,
Oh yeah, she adorable.
Do you have pigtails?
Well, that's
Oh, I
what I'll
hope she has
tell you
pigtails.
because I have it.
She
here.
better have pigtails.
I think
like
she does.
pink ribbon,
Yeah. A little flower dress.
wearing a potato sack for some reason. Kids, man.
She's not an orphan.
Well, these kids, like, you know, like, I'm gonna be like a fashionista when I grow up or whatever the phrase back in the
Just literally in a burlap sack.
Right.
She actually walks around with a great sword. It's weird.
Full plate armor.
Hold on. There it is. So she is about 7 years old. My apologies. Light skin, curly blonde hair, blue eyes. She very cute.
Love you, Mara.
You'll have to give me 1 second because I already
You said
know
that
I
was
forgot the
Anton's
song.
daughter, right?
That is Anton's daughter, Mara. Yes.
All right. Copy that.
Currently trying to find. Yep, I knew it. I missed it. I knew I missed something. There was a roll and it's not there because of reasons.
Okay.
There it is.
So
Okay,
good.
I
You
got
wait.
it. I'm telling you, for the last 4 hours, Nathan and I were setting up for this, and we still weren't ready in time. There was so much to do. Okay, there.
Yeah.
That's
No
ready.
kidding, man.
Perfect. And that's everything I'll need. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, so what did you roll?
Oh,
okay.
we rolled something?
No, that wasn't a roll, in
Oh,
fact.
okay.
So, As you guys enter, you can see Mara behind the desk, currently like counting out the stuff that he has. She's like, "Okay, that will be 5 gold pieces." And you can see it's like a couple things of string, maybe like a bait. It's not something that's worth 5 gold. And you can see the customer kind of like look for a second, and you look off to the back and to the side a little bit, and you can see Anton like managing some inventory. And as he looks over him, he gives us this glance of really, and you can see Anton mouth 5 copper pieces. And so he's like, the guy behind the guy in front of the counter. Well, young miss, I'm afraid I only have these 5 gold pieces that they're a bit rusted out, but I hope you'll accept them. And she like counts them out, looks back at Anton. He gives her a thumbs up. She's like, "We can take these."
To the gallows for this one.
Swindled the swindler.
And he like gives her a half bow, really trying to humor her here. Takes his stuff and she takes the money, and he walks past you guys as he heads out. And you can see at this point Mara notices you guys, and she's like, "They're here!" She gets down from behind the counter and runs up and like gives you a hug, Gar, which she doesn't treat you any differently for being the only dragonborn in Boatwright. And you are like massive compared to her.
I try not to show it, but I get a little teary-eyed. It's just so cute. And like everybody in the party knows I'm a big softie, but like I try to keep a tough, shell to all the townsfolk, and they all probably know I'm a softie too. But I like to think that they don't.
Yeah, occasionally, the occasional person might know.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of browsing the shop as soon as we enter.
Sure. You can see various fishing goods from rods to line, some bait, some hooks, some netting. She gives each of you a hug, though, and she's, did you guys defeat them again? Did you win?
We sure did.
You should have seen the way that some of them blew up. It was.
No.
Don't
They blew up?
Explosions.
Oh.
She looks at you, Mavis.
No, they didn't.
They took a good nap.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
Will they attack
Long-
again?
No.
Oh.
No.
Not those ones.
No.
Okay. And she's, I'll be right back. And she runs back to, which one of you guys took the small cask to bring to Anton?
I'm assuming
Probably
guarded.
Oh, yeah, since I told him I was going anyways, I probably took it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So she runs to the back section to get something. You're not entirely sure. But, and Anton kind of steps forward. Anton. Yeah, I still have it open.
Do you need that table to the side of you, my guy?
Maybe.
I'll be right back.
How joke about Nathan?
Have stuff. Oh, wait, I can use a chair. It's fine.
Yeah, because the chair is a table.
A chair is a table.
Yep.
In case anybody wasn't
Well, you have
sure.
enough
Table for
butt.
butts.
Exactly, Nate.
Dedicated butt table.
All right.
Same as my face.
Same.
Nope, same.
Okay. So Anton is, of anybody in the valley, is a very simple man. It's just him and Mara. He's got this peace to his eyes, this gentle nature.
What is he? Did we say what he was?
Oh,
He-
right.
No, good question. He is a human. Let's see.
Cool, man.
He's about 43 years old, about 5'11", slender build, tan skin, medium black hair, and brown eyes.
Okay.
Yep. As you guys enter, he kind of, or as she walks off to the back, he kind of gives a little proud chuckle. I appreciate you all humoring her. Welcome. Sir, what can I do for you?
See, business is going well.
Quite. I mean, being one of the main shops in the valley that provides fishing needs, business is always booming.
Right. Anton asked us to deliver this to you. Or Alton, I'm sorry.
Oh. And as you bring out this cask and start handing it to him, he's like, I know what this is for. I appreciate that, friends. You didn't need to go to all this trouble, though.
So what
No
was the
trouble at
bet
all.
that you won?
The bet that, well,
He was somewhat vague.
we each bet the other that, knowing nothing about their profession, we could excel at it better than the other. Well, not better, but I could excel at his profession better than he excelled at mine. So I took him fishing, and he attempted to show me the basics of brewery. Little did he know I had a little background with that, and a fisherman and all. So he lost, and I got one of his casks of what was it? Moorish Sparkle.
White wine?
A very delicious white wine. Now, don't get me wrong. Alton is a fantastic brewer. I just knew more about brewing than he knew about fishing. Thank you for this, friends. Is there anything I can get you? Any supplies? And he kind of sets the cask off back to the side behind the counter.
How much for the net and that rope? Is there there's some rope there?
Yeah,
right?
there's some rope.
So?
Different lengths that depending on what you need.
Okay,
Some
is
of
there
it just
like
a
a
big spool. Others are just like in smaller lengths.
Is there like a 30-foot segment or something that I could get, or
Yeah,
20?
for sure. Probably it's rolled up pretty well right now, but he has each of them marked.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get the 30-foot segment there.
Ah, this one, of course. That's
And
approximately
then whatever big net you.
a
What's
big
the
net.
largest net you got?
About a 5-foot span, perhaps. I'm working on
That's
bigger
perfect.
ones.
Yes.
Oh,
That's perfect.
okay. 5. Let's see, with the net and the 30-foot section of rope, approximately 2 gold pieces.
Perfect. Okay.
Ah.
I drop it on his desk.
Thank you, Mavis. Though you are eccentric, you are very generous.
I just want everyone to know that puts me at 98 gold.
Hey.
All right, stream's over, guys. We're done.
Can't spend any more money.
I'm in
It's a great campaign.
Related, I should mention that I am an elf and on the younger side, and my age is 98.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh.
I love it.
Yep.
So I have 30-foot rope and a 5-foot square foot net, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
thank
5-foot diameter. It's round. It's not square.
you. Okay.
Yep. It's got like another rope attached to it for throwing out into the sea and bringing back up.
Copy that.
Yep.
I get some more bait from you, Anton?
Of course. I mean, we have here in this small. It's about about 2 cups worth in this small jar. I could sell you this. It's not very much. It's about 1 silver piece would do the job.
Sure. I'll hand him.
Hands it to you.
Silver.
Right about this time, Mara comes running out from the back room carrying a bunch of stuff. She's, I made these for you. And you know Mara over these past several months, she loves crafting. She'll always go out on the beach, different times, just collect stuff, and it's obviously not amazing quality, but it's got heart in it. And she brings out each of these necklaces, a small rope for the necklace with a very not polished, not good looking, but a gem inside, very small. And she hands one to each of you. I made these for you, for each of you.
This is
we wear
quite
'em?
impressive for your age. I put it on.
Of course,
Thanks,
Mara, these are
Mavis.
beautiful.
Thank you, Laura.
So you like them?
Absolutely.
Yay!
Love
Very
them.
much.
They are adequate.
Thank you.
They are adequate. So
They're adequate.
you each take them, and she looks around. Where's Zeus?
Oh, he had other matters to attend to. I
He
can take
said,
two.
"Nyeh." I'm not quite sure what that means, but I'm gonna figure it out.
I just kind of glare at Mavis.
It's
I'll
draconic
answer.
for he sends his best regards.
Thank you, Zeus. She says even though he's not there. Can one of you give this to him when you see him?
Yes, I absolutely will.
All right, she gives
Thank
you
you
the
so
extra
much.
necklace, Nessa. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna get back up there in case any customers come in. And she crawls up on a stool that's behind the desk and sits down. Her feet are out.
Is there a tip jar or anything?
I mean, sure, there would be a place. I mean, probably not
I'll drop
actually. Go ahead.
Silver. I'll
A
just
silver
drop a
piece.
silver on the counter for and just. You're doing a great job.
She she's about to get excited, but then she maintains her composure. She's like, "Thank you for your contribution."
My goodness.
So she sits down and is just waiting. Anton's like, Appreciate your visit, friends. Afraid we must get back to it, as she's a little bit of a handful, but an adorable little handful. And he kind of says that lower while while looking at you guys as he walks off towards the back. Unless there's anything else you need.
So what? Looking around the shop, you said there was nets, there was ropes, there was fishing rods, bait. What else?
That's pretty much the majority of his supply. Unless you're looking for something specific, mainly what he would keep out front is for the average fisher's needs. He's not one to deal with like boats, for instance. He doesn't sell oars or things like that.
Okay.
Does he have just like a fishing hook? Just the
Yes,
hook part
for
of it?
sure. He would have hooks.
Okay. Okay. So, Anton, actually, I will take one of your fishing hooks, please.
Ah, of course. That's only a few copper pieces, but yes, I'll go get
Absolutely.
one. And he as he goes off to start doing it, Mara's like, no, I do it, and she jumps off the chair to go, to go get the hook, gets it off the shelf, hands it up to you. That's 3 copper piece.
Thank you so much, Mara. I appreciate it very much.
Yay! She like gets back up behind.
She yays herself.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I love this little girl.
So now you
I
see,
know.
yeah, she is your biggest fan in all of Boatwright, pretty much
I
by
would
far.
die for her.
Amen.
And she like
Same,
climbs
same.
back up on the chair.
I like emotion, and even I'm drawn to her.
Right.
She's amazing.
So yeah, and then Anton, is there anything else, Laren? Or any of you? I mean, we have plenty of supply for. I don't know how many of you even very much enjoy fishing.
I've never done it before.
I just
I
kind of
mean, besides you, Gar.
I have, what the hell's the word? Not attachments. Connections.
Connections.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do what I like to call boom fishing.
Yes.
Doesn't
Mavis.
involve any rods,
Mavis.
but
Doesn't
and
work
it
very well
involves
either.
tend to rise to the
Mavis.
surface of the water.
Ah.
Oh.
Mavis, I'm quite
We're
familiar
not going
with
to talk about that here.
Okay.
quite
But it's
familiar
a
with your
fishing-
methods, Mavis.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's just say I prefer to stick to more traditional methods.
Yeah, you don't have
Very
to do that
effective
here
at
anyway,
keeping
so-
other fishermen from catching any fish. Very.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, yes, he is.
Yes.
Actually, I know Mara is wanting to get some more experience fishing as well. Would you all like to come with us tomorrow? I know that the festival is tonight, and that will take priority, of course. And you guys do all know that the what's it called? I mean the festival, but there's a name for it.
The
The
festival.
festival. Hold on.
The Festivus.
The boat festival?
Is it the Twilight Festival?
I think so. It happens near the full moon every.
The Twilight
month.
Festival.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nick. So the Twilight Festival is put on once a month by the inhabitants of Boatwright. Again, I mentioned that Boatwright is mostly inhabited by halflings and humans. Halflings like to
They know how to
party.
party.
They want to, even despite the fact that there's a goblin force that's been invading from the east, these halflings still want to put this on every month on the full moon, the night of the full moon, because that's when over Moonlight Bay the most wonderful glistening of light from the moon can be seen. And so that's tonight. You can actually, as you look outside from Anton's shop, the area where they would be setting it up in like the market square next to the beach is people are already outside kind of setting up some shops a little bit. The very beginnings of it. Nothing's really set up yet. So that's the festival he's referring to. But he says, but tomorrow after the festival, would you like to go out fishing with Mara and I?
I've
Normal
never
fishing?
turned down fishing.
Or
Of course,
boom
Gar. He kind of pats you on the shoulder.
He's probably reaching up. I am 6'6".
true.
Yeah.
He's 5'11".
Yes, he's
Yeah.
yeah. Like, you know.
Oh my
Go.
god. I'm less than half your height.
Yeah, no, you like
I'm 3 feet tall.
I'm a big
Um,
guy.
as you say,
Look
go
at
boom
it.
fishing. He's like, Mavis, perhaps I could show you some more traditional methods. That fishing is more than just catching the fish. It's an experience. I would love to teach you. A craving for knowledge.
doesn't sound as fun. But okay.
Oh, trust me, it's plenty of fun, my
I've
little
seen
friend.
it. They sit there for hours. Nothing happened. Some of them just throw it back in. I don't get it.
Perhaps you could study it and work on devising a better but more similar device to do it.
A better fishing rod. Great idea again, Mara. I start jotting down in my little notebook.
Yes, a wonderful idea. And he kind of gives you a little wink, Genmar, like, thank you. So then tomorrow, perhaps early afternoon?
As long as my duties at the temple don't take
course.
me away from
Of course, yes.
Happy to join.
Wonderful. And perhaps Zeos, too? I know he travels with you often, and...
We can try.
Just kind of give a sigh, like, maybe.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, well... And you can see as he's looking out behind you guys, another customer is starting to come in. He's like, duty calls. Thank you again, friends, for the cask, which he points back behind the desk. I guess I will speak with you all later. Welcome to the Fisher's Trick, he says.
Seeing you. There you go.
Thank you for that.
I'm a gnome. I had to.
So as you guys leave the Fisher's Trick, you can see Mara like already attending to the other customer as he walks in.
Everything good?
And then everything falls over.
then
Yeah, the Fisher's Trick just
crumbles.
No, Mara!
God, that was
So,
Everything's good.
so you
Filing
the six of
capital,
I'm sorry, the five of you find yourself out in the market square. People, some hustle and bustle is starting to get a little more active as they're preparing for the festival tonight. Mavis knows that he has a stand that he wants to set up as well in the festival, and what would you guys
I'm
like
going
to
over
do
my notes
for
a
the? Of course, it's only the sun at this point is leaning down just above the horizon, and actually, as you're here, you look off to the east, past the buildings of Boatwright, and you can see this wonderful, calming orange goldish light over the trees to the east, and the mountains as they rise before you. This is truly why this place is called Sunset Valley. The sunsets here are something to behold. And that's what you see as you probably have another hour before it's completely dark out and the festival would begin.
Oh, so the festival was tonight.
It is tonight, yes.
Okay.
I thought it
Gotcha.
was tomorrow night.
No.
No,
Nope, that is tonight.
He was saying that we could meet up to fish
Go
tomorrow.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll ask Nessa, do you want to go with me to my fishing spot? I know there's usually a contest. As you know, I've won quite a few times.
And you do know that Gar has been entering the fishing. So every festival, there are plenty of different events that you can do. But Gar is one that has entered the fishing event every year. That's what they use to close out the festival. And one of the years, he caught the most prized fish in Sunset. Wait, do I have a name for it?
Sunset fish.
That's right.
I have it in my treasure.
Yes,
I was
you
hoping
do.
it would be the Valley Girl.
The Valley Girl. The Visco Girl fish.
And I oop.
What it sounds like when it comes out of water gas.
Yeah.
And I oop.
its fins look like scrunchies.
It's got a puka shell necklace.
Yes, that fish nobody's ever caught. So,
Oh, shit.
Alrighty.
so Gar,
Chance.
coming from a sailor's background, he's entered that every year, and one of the years he caught that fish. So, yes, continue. You were saying.
Car.
So yes, I've got a spot that I like to use. It's my lucky spot. But if you want to watch or partake,
Well, I don't think that I'd be able to catch it like you catch them like you do, but I'll come with and watch.
well, at least you'd be able to eat.
That is true. I do like me some fish.
I'm going over to set up my
Sure.
stuff.
Yep.
So,
It'll probably take you the hour before the festival to set everything up.
yeah.
Okay.
Here, what you guys come with?
Laren, Genmare, anything in particular? You
Laren.
just kind of gonna chill and
There's so many
Did
people.
we meet
I
back
know.
up with Zeus?
No,
Zeus is
at
nowhere
the
to be found.
bar.
Oh.
So this is
Do we like? know
I
where
guess
he
I'm gonna go find
stays?
Zeus.
Like,
You gonna go find Zeus?
Yeah, but before setup, I just want to make sure because I want to show everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you want everyone to be there?
Or
Yeah.
like a golden retriever.
Yeah.
That likes explosives. Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
an eccentric golden retriever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or a Labrador would probably be better description.
Hell yeah. I'm a gnome Labrador.
There you go.
Gnomerador.
Come on, there we go.
Yeah.
No more
So good.
Gnomerador.
All right, so, but yeah, anything in particular for either Laren or Genmare?
So nothing is really up right now. Everyone's still like setting up.
Yeah, they're in the process. You can see a couple of them setting up like tents and little stands where they're gonna have their different stations or whatnot. There's a larger area that's about 10 feet by 5 feet where they're setting up different tables.
Okay. I will retire for some wizardly studies until the festival, like, more actually like starts. I guess in an hour.
Sure. Of anywhere in the, go ahead and Mavis, since you're searching, just make a straight intelligence or history check for me. First roll of the campaign.
First roll. Here we go, baby.
Let's go, baby.
That's a 4.
That's good.
Oh, it's 11.
That's actually good enough. So it really was just anything. Even though you're in the middle of like, oh man, I can't wait to unveil all my stuff tonight. I'm really excited. Oh, that's right. Zeus, and this is where Genmare would be going as well. The most common place where you would see them would be where they'd be studying is in the local Bardic College / library in Boatwright.
Okay.
A little more in the northeast of town. That would be the most likely place where you would find Zeus.
I'm not extremely pressed for time, so I know I got at least a half hour to go look.
Sure.
And if I can't find it, then I'm heading back at that point.
Okay.
But
Genmare, what did you say you were doing? You get to
He was-
wizardly studies?
Well, kind of like private studies.
Okay, so probably not the
Going
library.
over my Stuff, yeah.
Okay.
it's
sure.
that portrait of the naked
You just
halfling,
want to
isn't
come
it?
hang out with me.
Some private studies.
Just face bumps.
Oh, Nick.
I know last night it ended in a shit show, but
That was so good.
Yes, Joel, how did you know? Joel said Mavis was probably permanently banned from the fishing contest years ago for using explosives.
I probably would have attempted it, huh?
Yeah, probably, honestly.
There's actually a sign about no boom fishing.
Especially for
You're like,
Mavis.
What does boom fishing mean?
I secretly put it up.
Yeah.
He just want to protect the fish.
Okay, so the most likely place that you would retire for that, honestly, Genmare, would be your lodging at Markon's place. He has like a training ground, part of the whole combat training ground, but there's one that is particularly his where you could go to be more alone. Okay, you make your way off in that direction.
Where is our like permanent, temporary lodging while we're like?
It would
do
be
we have
there.
our own rooms there?
You do, yes.
Okay.
And then occasionally also with the notoriety that you guys have gained, Alton Goodborough will put you guys up from on the occasional night, depending on what it is, usually for free. He's a good friend of the party.
Nice.
Okay, so let's see. You two, trying to get everybody's names right. Nessa and Gar are going fishing, so down by the shore more than likely, or on the docks.
Yeah, wherever would be a little bit further away from the others, because I think it's a better spot.
Sure. Yeah, you want to rely on your
Just
natural
using my-
instincts.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. You wander a little bit north on the shoreline, about a few hundred feet or so. You can still see the town plenty fine, but it's pretty separated from the docks. Laren, anything in particular, or just kind of waiting in the like market square area for everything to be set up?
I follow Nessa and Gar down to the water, but kind of
Okay.
a little bit behind.
Sure. Kind of trail behind, like what, 30 feet or so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like hidden from them, or?
No,
Yeah, are you like hiding from us?
just like creepily.
Like, are you trying to
Hi,
be
guys.
stealthy here?
She's learning how to people.
Okay. Yeah.
People.
You know, Laren's still learning how to people, guys. Bear with her. Okay. So, and then let's see. Mavis, you're heading currently to. We'll start with you. Heading to the
Yeah.
Bardic College.
Correct.
So you make your way through town. It doesn't take very long. It's not a very big town. As you reach the library. Okay. As you reach the library, it's a good-sized building. Of any other, the biggest buildings in this place are probably the Good Barrel Tavern, this library, and the Temple of Melora. They stand out among the rest as kind of the places to be. As you enter the building, there's a small receptionist desk at the front with a break off to the side where there's a small library with a hallway continuing further down the left. As you enter, there's an older, middle-aged to slightly older woman who you've been here plenty of times, is with your group. Milda is currently sitting behind the desk. She's not very...
Is she the typical librarian?
Pretty much, yes.
So she doesn't like me then, because
She doesn't like anybody, but she does in particular have a problem with you, yes. She's
Sweet.
about 45 years old. She's about 5'8", pale skin, graying brown hair, and brown eyes. She's got big pair of glasses on as you enter. She's looking down into a book, go figure. As she hears you come in, she's like, hello, welcome. Oh, Mavis.
What was her name?
Milda.
Yes, Milda.
A pleasure having you back.
I don't want to make this very long, and I know you don't either. So, have you seen Zeus anywhere?
And with that, she looks down at her book, ending the conversation, and she just points back to the library.
And then I move that way. I don't even say thank you.
Sure. You do see Zeus in the library, currently reading some books in the corner, next to some bookshelves on a small bench.
Okay. I'm gonna go up and approach him.
Sure.
Zeus. Zeus,
What?
where have you been? We're all setting up for the Twilight Festival. Mara gave us all these things. She gave one for you too. I think Gar has it, but he's waiting back for you.
Do I ever go with you guys?
I don't know. Do you?
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, occasionally. You're not an entirely a loner, but...
This is the Twilight Festival. Everyone's gonna have everything up. I'm gonna be expoing multiple things at Mavis's Marvelous Expo. You should come see it.
You're just gonna end up blowing up another giant hole in the ground, and fish are gonna be flying through the air. No, thank you. I'm going back to my books.
This won't be a hole in the water though. Like it's gonna. Okay, so are you coming to the festival tonight?
No, I am going back to my studies.
Nah.
I walk away.
And you leave?
I tried.
Okay. Yep. All right, so you make your way back. All right, so you make your way back.
Yeah.
Only about 15 or 20 minutes have really passed. Gar and Nessa, you eventually find your way down to the shoreline. Like, it's very peaceful. The shore meets with the sand. You can just walk straight into the water. You can see, this is a spot you've been to pretty often, you said?
Yeah, so it'd be my lucky spot. And
Sure.
I'm just gonna kind of take a moment, and I'm gonna take my fishing rod, which is essentially homemade, like piece of wood, basically a branch with some fishing line. I'm gonna stick it in the sand straight up, and then I'm just gonna stare out and kind of do this number while looking and just kind of guessing where the best spot would be. Pull out my pipe and start blowing on it, which it's not a smoking pipe, it actually just blows bubbles. So I'm just sitting there going so it's like making bubbles, and I'm just like really deep in thought, like where are the best fish, and then so I'm really actively trying to look for where I see maybe like bits of fish jumping or something.
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check. 22, yeah.
Ooh.
It doesn't take you very long. And Nessa,
Double my roll.
Nessa, you, as you're kind of watching here, Gar doesn't say very much. He's almost going through the motions like he's done this 1,000 times before. He sets up his fishing rod real quick, and as you see him, he's very concentrated on the water, and he picks out a spot very fast to be able to go to concentrate on as far as fishing. About this time, probably, you would notice that Laren is kind of creeping up a little bit. You can hear her pretty easily as she's about 30 feet off, just standing,
Really
looking.
happy.
Not
Super
creepy, just stand, keeping your distance.
Larry, come.
Breathing.
Come sit with us, Laren. Wait, would you be sitting?
Here, I'll
I'd
show
be
you
sitting.
guys. Is there any
I'd probably
driftwood
say-
on the?
I think so.
A few pieces, yeah, smaller, nothing huge, but yeah.
Could I find one maybe large enough, maybe a few feet long, that I could make a quick fishing rod out of with some of my extra line and bait, and just like hand it to one of them?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh, okay. Natural 20.
First natural 20 of the campaign, and yeah, very quickly, actually, you find one that would be perfect for it. You kind of split it so that it makes two. It was like wide enough that you could make two with one. You split it in half pretty easily. You're Dragonborn, just and you have extra line and stuff that you could use pretty easily. So yeah, you said you wanted to make those into makeshift fishing rods.
Yeah, makeshift fishing rods for the two ladies with me.
Sure.
And I'll just follow what I do, and I'll hand them each the rods and bait them for them real quick.
Sure. And you can see as he does this very smoothly, and for being a Dragonborn with these like big claws, I mean, he's got a tail. He's menacing. He does this with such care and such precision for how small it looks compared to him. He makes them up pretty quickly and hands them off to you guys.
Thanks, Gar.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you don't catch anything, that's fine. You don't always. I don't always, but it's the company that you have and the experience that you make it. So let's try our best.
Okay. So as
so
you
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, good. If you were gonna say something, go for it.
At this point, has Gar already showed me and Nessa how to do the thing? Or,
Yeah, he kind
or
of
are we still kinda
showed you
learning?
the motions of it. Didn't actually throw it out there. And made them up for you, handed them off to you. Yeah, he showed you at least the basics.
Okay.
So and then you point out the area that you spot where some fish are jumping out of the water a little bit, a concentrated school.
Just aim.
Okay.
Okay.
For you, Gar, go ahead and make a fishing check.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
11.
Um, Would Laren or Nessa have ever really been fishing before?
I don't believe Laren would have.
I probably would have, just because growing up next to a big body of water.
Right.
I probably wouldn't have done it like a lot, but yeah.
Okay. Then in that case, let's see. If Laren probably never has, go ahead and make a survival check with disadvantage. Nessa, go ahead and just
boy.
roll straight survival.
Me?
Yeah, the DCs will
Here
be
we
kind of higher
go.
since you guys haven't done this before,
Oh shit.
but good
I'm
enough.
sick.
So for you, Rachel, you actually want to click survival. It
Where's
should be
that
to the
at?
right of
Okay.
your ability scores on the left of your character sheet.
Oh, I gotcha. My
Yep.
bad. Okay.
No, you're good.
There you go.
Many of us are still getting used to roll
It
20.
should be at the very bottom.
Yep, they are
skills.
alphabetized. There you
Oh,
go.
okay,
There you
gotcha.
go.
So roll
Thank
it,
you.
roll it twice. You should see at the top of your character sheet as well. There's a advantage, normal, and disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can check one of those whenever I require a disadvantage or advantage roll.
Okay.
Whichever one red is selected.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, not bad. Actually, with both of you guys,
All better than me.
the DC was
The fisherman.
but the DC was lower for Gar, considering he's done this plenty of times before.
You were
So-
distracted trying to make sure she
Yeah,
understood.
you know,
what
you're
was
watching them, making
there.
sure that that they're doing everything right, helping them with their form. And as they both kind of cast their lines out, you're a little bit impressed that on their first try, they at least got it in the right area. I mean, it wasn't like, you know, this magnificent of a cast by a professional, but they got the job done. As you guys kind of just sit there,
Very
you
impressive.
you wait for some fish to bite. Yeah,
85 fish.
sure.
Hell
85
yeah.
different fish at once.
Hey,
Just
yeah.
Davis's net.
No, it actually doesn't take very long. Maybe a grand total of 10 minutes before you feel some fish start to bite and catch on. You start to pull them back and show that, like, explaining along the way. Don't you want to pull them like this? Let's see. Okay. You know what? Each of you just go ahead and make. Well, for you, Gar, a fishing check. For the two of you, survival checks for this.
Oh boy, here we
Fishing
go.
check.
Yep.
We got this.
9.
Oh, there it is. So, yeah, okay.
Do I just fall in the water?
So Nessa, you got ahead of yourself with this. Like
You hook your
you've
ear.
been thinking of your training with Marcon lately, trying to prepare yourself for the battles ahead, and you just snap the line right off in one quick little motion. Kind of look up. It was a clean snap, and the fish is just off to the races. A 9. Damn, what a roll.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Terrible. Yeah.
With a 9, it actually it takes you a few minutes, and it must just be that you're tired from the day, that you're focusing more on helping them to make sure everything looks
Heard me
right,
snap my
or at least that's what
line.
you're
Yeah,
gonna.
got
What's
distracted.
going on?
Yeah, you know, you're looking over. You heard this as it just snapped right off. You're like, how the hell? But you do eventually pull it in. Nessa or Laren, you actually do too. You managed to pull it in. It's a small minnow, like overall, not very big,
Back
maybe
corner.
4 inches long. Yeah.
Here.
But you sit there and like, okay, that was actually pretty good overall.
All
Impressive.
right. I kind of give my fishing rod to Nessa too, since hers broke.
Like, no. Larry, you keep trying.
Are you sure,
Gar's
Nessa?
gonna catch enough for me. That's kind of what Gar pointed at me.
At this
So-
point, I'm doubting myself. Like, am I even a fisherman? What am I? What is my purpose? What is...
For the sake, my camera's lagging
jeez.
again. For the sake of it, we'll say that for the next 45 minutes, you just kind of spend your time there, but until the sun goes down behind, and you can start hearing the festival start to really pick up a little bit of pace here. Genmare, anything you're doing, or are you just kind of reading off it in a little bit of solitary until the festival?
Yeah, going over. You probably know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Because it would be stuff I wouldn't. That's not public.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine. So you go over that. Would you be planning on heading to the festival once you think it's starting?
Yes.
Okay. So for the sake of brevity with it, another 45 minutes or so passes before you can see the sun has fallen completely behind the horizon. It's now dark out, except for the light coming from the marketplace area, the market square. Excuse me. Where you can start hearing a little bit more energy, a little bit more. Oh, you're good. A little bit, well, just more energy as people are starting to get ready for this. They've set up a little bit of a stage where they can have some bards playing over the whole thing. There's a bunch of different like tents and stands set up. As you guys kind of all make your way back, Zeos, would you be heading to the festival? There, so that everybody knows, there is gold to be earned at the festival, and everybody would know that.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I assume Zeos
What
would
sort
probably.
of tasks?
So you guys would know this as well. There is.
Check your info packet, TJ.
Yeah.
You mean the one I didn't write? God dang it. Where is it? Found him. So there's an arm wrestling competition. There's the shell game. The shell game. That one, oh well, not particularly. There's
Where
where
they
you
like
know,
hide a ball under a shell, and you gotta pick which one.
yeah, game of observation.
Cups.
Yeah, cups.
Yep, pretty much that. There's darts, game of dexterity, precision, a pie eating competition, and a fishing competition to close the whole thing out.
I guess I might go and find something that I can earn some coin in.
Yeah, helps you in your
There you
journey.
go.
So,
There is also some things at my store that people can do to try to earn money.
sure, yeah, that's true.
I just messaged one of them to you.
I can't look at Discord because it'll mess up everything.
No, it's on Roll20.
Oh, perfect.
In fact, it's probably showing to everyone on stream, isn't it?
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Chat.
That's okay. People on stream would pretty much know the specifics that I'll know, so that doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Well, I'm not watching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
have to-
Not supposed to.
Sure. Okay. So let's see. As you all make your way back towards the festival, you can see a small. I really need to have these in different places. Actually, I have a great idea. Bookmark.
Get another chair.
Yeah, you have another chair.
Do you need another chair?
No, no.
Do you want the table, my guy?
No, you're fine. It's a matter
get
of
the
I have
table.
too many pages, not enough room. So
Okay.
yeah. Another one. I'm using pages as bookmarks now. What is this? All right.
You see sticky notes.
Okay,
It's
so
spiders.
there's like a little elevated platform, small. And as you, let's close that. As you all kind of gather around, ready for this festival to begin, you can see a smaller halfling woman. She's about 31 years old, about 210, slim, 35 pounds, very cute nature to her, fair skin, some frazzled blonde hair, small ears, bright brown eyes. You know her as Philly Sunmeadow, the de facto leader of the council in Boatwright. There is no official leader, but of anybody on the council, she pushes away her own feelings for the sake of what's right, and people look to her as kind of the final decision, or at least a good level of influence. As she steps up to a podium to address everyone at the festival, she says, "Everybody, citizens of Boatwright, welcome again to the monthly Twilight Festival. We will not let some goblin force in the east prevent us from having a wonderful time, a night of joy, and different activities to attend to. Everyone, please forget your troubles as you enjoy the night and let the festivities begin." And as she says that, the band starts playing, a few fireworks go off. Does it? It does.
I need to turn that up.
Actually adds to the feel. Nice. Yes. Okay. So people start like walking off to the different sections, and I pretty much already described all the different sections that you guys see before you. However, the additional one there is Mavis's Mechanical Wonders.
Mavis's Mechanical Marvels.
Mechanical Marvels. A
Yes.
small shop he's set up to expo some of his things, as well as a couple mini games that he's done to allow people to earn some coin, and perhaps him lose some in the process if it's a bet. So yeah, if you guys want a refresher of what's available to you, I can give you that. What would everyone like to do?
Let me know
D&D,
anything
yes.
that doesn't require strength.
Anything that doesn't require strength. Well, let's see. Are you very dexterous?
Yeah.
Okay, probably the dart game.
Alright. I would be willing to try cups and the dart game.
Yep, that makes sense.
I'm still setting up shop.
Probably try the Cups game as well.
Sure.
Is there something that
The shell game.
does require strength?
Arm
Yeah, there
wrestling
was arm
competition for sure.
Arm wrestling.
Oh,
There's
fuck
one at
yeah.
mine too.
And there's one at
Oh,
Mavis's.
Bitches.
Yeah, Mavis, what do you have?
I've got Mavis's Might Meter, which is basically that thing from the carnivals that you whack the thing, you see
Oh,
how
hell
high
yeah,
you can get
that
that
too.
thing.
Yeah, I'm
I
at,
get to use my own war.
Except it's not trying to get it.
No,
it's
you
just
can't.
trying to max it out. Like that's the goal. So hit it as hard as you can.
Okay.
And then I've got. You said there was a dart game, Josh, because I already had one of those at mine too. So,
Oh, you would have
that's
known.
all I got then.
Yeah, there is
yeah,
a dart
In
game.
that case, I've only got Mavis's Might Meter.
Which is fine. Like, that makes sense.
And then I have my expo that'll be happening later.
Nice.
Eventually.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
I partake in the might meter.
All right.
Nice.
Where do you want to start?
Fishing at the
Hal,
Yeah, who
thank
do
you
you wanna
so
start?
much for... Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I did the wrong? That's a word.
Wait, what's that?
No, wait. Yeah, you did. Why didn't it show up there? Hal, thank you so much for the tier 1 resub. Welcome to D&D. It's more specifically Sunset Valley. There is a little bit of setting. I need to create an informational packet for anybody like this that enters a little bit after I've described things, so I apologize for that. But if you have any questions of the story, feel free to ask chat. I am not paying as much attention to chat tonight so that we can make sure the story moves along. Also, for anybody that might have been wondering, we are still trying to get this to end around the typical 11 time, but we'll see where we go. So I'm still figuring
Yeah.
things out as far as structure. So, all right,
She's raising her hand.
Yeah.
go for it.
This might be a good time for us to take just a quick break. I
Want to
need
do that?
pee.
Sure.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
have to as well.
I can get some water.
Yeah, and
All
then
right,
we can
all right.
set
So,
up a battle order, but a game order for us to do our games in.
Yeah.
I'll have you roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, sure.
There you go.
There you go.
Whatever works best for you.
Initiative.
So yes, and Hal says hi, all players.
Hi, Hal.
All right, so
We're gonna go
guys,
do
we're gonna take a quick bathroom break here. Feel free to do the same. We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll continue on with the festival.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Some of us are back, some of us aren't, so in the meantime, we'll just enter this screen. Now I see why it took so long. Oh, my goodness. Hey, can we just say, for a second, I want to mention again, Nathan has custom-made every bit of graphics that you guys see here, with the exception of the map in the background. That's the only thing I made. Nathan made everything else, from the frames to text chat to the, let's see, what do we have? Yeah, I mean, everything you see here, including that graphic at the beginning with all of the, like, embers rising. Can we just have, like, some love in chat for Nathan? I seriously cannot express how appreciative I am for all the time he spent for this. For new people and or people who missed the start of the stream, is fairly new to DMing and D&D in general. He's started watching Critical Role and was hooked and played a few campaigns and has also DM'd a few short campaigns. Thank you, Joel, for the quick overview. I appreciate that.
Well done, Joel.
My goodness. Guys, can we also have a little bit of love in chat for Joel? A lot of love in chat for Joel as well.
A little bit of love.
Just a little bit of love. No, so in chat for Joel as well, though, because I asked Joel to attend the whole stream. because I would not be paying as much attention to chat. Joel, I so appreciate every time you mod chat, every time you hang out and answer questions. I really appreciate that, man.
Thanks, Joel.
Nathan freaking crushed it. Amen to that, Hal. It was insane. I could not be more happy with it. Joel only gets one just a little bit. God dang it. Joel, thank you, Joel. There's more to it than that. Oh, this was okay. Something else. Oh my goodness. So yeah, if anybody has, well, I may as well go over the setting real quick, a brief overview while we're still waiting for some other players. So this is Sunset Valley, an isolated part from the continent. Very simple folk like to come here. Picture the Shire from Lord of the Rings, right? 3 different towns: Boatwright, Stoneworth, and Lumberfall. Boatwright is the town of trade, also halflings and humans. Stoneworth is the town of tinkerers and miners, gnomes and dwarves as well. Lumberfall is a town for minor magical / alchemical practice, as well as loggers, and mostly elves and humans. That's the setting for the overall place. There's also the Isle of Eldon off to the west that is an unknown isle for its true purpose, but is a very dangerous journey filled with treacherous waters and aggressive sea life to prevent you from getting there very easily. About 6 months ago, the group started training with Marcon, the most renowned trainer in Boatwright, and 4 months ago, a goblin force took hold in Needle Pass, the only way in and out of the valley. The goblin forces are preventing any travel to and from the valley and send out occasional raiding parties to kind of rough people up, but they've not done a full-on assault. 3 months ago, so a month after that, an unknown tower appeared in the northeast. Nobody saw it being constructed. Nobody heard it. Nobody knows how it got there. People that visit it and come back, they come back with horrifying tales of monsters guarding it. And yeah, that's pretty much the overall setting. So then our players, we have 6 different players here that are currently attending the Twilight Festival, a monthly event held on the night of the full moon when the shine from the full moon is brightest and most magnificent on Moonlight Bay. Halflings like to party, even in the midst of a goblin force invading. They want to keep people's hearts light. So,
Facts.
that is the essence of the story. I do apologize for the fact that it just has to be this way, that we are not interacting with chat as much. It actually hurts me. I love interacting with chat, but it has definitely helped the story here keep moving forward, and it's going to be the only way we can really do it. So, thank you all for bearing with us as we figure this out.
Amen.
We love you guys.
Yeah.
98 gold coins. So one time when I was DMing my first live D&D session, Mavis purchased a 5-foot diameter net and a 30-foot rope for 2 gold pieces. It left him with 98 gold. Fate has struck again. God dang it! Why would you make that a command? No!
I love it.
Yeah!
Flowers for interacting with chat. That's the truth, Sky. What is the dog's character name and backstory? Well, you see, Yoshi long ago had this plumber friend, wore always red attire, and he just like, you know, he came from an egg, a small family. Yeah. A lot of people know about Yoshi's backstory. Oh, shoot! I have food.
Here we go. You have food?
What do we
I
know
should probably
about-
put that away.
yeah.
I'll be
Oh
right
yeah,
back.
what's going on with Yoshi?
Oh, we were
Like,
telling his backstory.
2
They were
hours.
asking about Yoshi's backstory.
That he has a stinky butt.
Here, I will move us to the other screen while I be right back.
Alrighty.
Nathan, how long has that food been sitting there?
It has been at least 2 hours, and it is indeed chicken.
Ah.
That
Oh.
sounds like
Not great.
good.
Yeah, not great.
Rip.
Yikes.
we were in a frantic setup mode, and he forgot to eat, and I forgot to eat until like as soon as we joined the call at 7. So
Yeah.
Big yikes.
Oh man.
oh, just says, wait, who didn't eat? Now I know what's gonna happen. Food command.
Banana.
Banana.
Anyway.
So where did everyone say that they were going? Like,
Arm wrestling. And then
Arm
also here.
wrestling. Well, I'm gonna do the meter, probably the pie eating, and then finish off with fishing, of course.
all
I'd
right.
probably
gonna
just
do-
follow you around, honestly.
All right.
Shell game and dart game for me.
All right, let me write these down.
Ditto.
Third.
I think I'm still just watching.
Okay.
Still not really participating, just watching everything.
Okay. Let me go through these one by one. Zeos, what'd you say? Which ones were you attending?
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zeus.
Mhm.
Shells and dart.
Okay, so the same ones as
Yep.
Genmare. Gar.
I would probably start at Mavis's so I can get that out of the way, so I don't have to be near him very long.
Sure.
And then go to the pie
wrestling?
eating.
Oh.
And then
All right.
finish with
We'll
the
try and
fishing.
get through all these.
All right.
Okay.
Rachel, did you or Laren? Yeah, Laren. Did you say where you were going?
She's just kind
I'm
of
still kinda
watching
wandering
in the
around.
meantime.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna do arm wrestling and then Mavis's thing.
Mavis's might meter. All right.
Mavis's might meter. Freaking love it. And then
Would
pie
you want to
eating.
go up
Yes.
against the giant dragonborn in the pie eating contest?
All right.
No one matches your size.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right.
Everyone knows.
So,
Giant among men.
welcome, Sor. How's your night going? How was here forever ghost? That means he left. Yes. God dang it. All right. So, let's start with both Genmare and Zeus. You make your way over to this small, like, about 3 foot high desk with a backboard that's been set up with a bunch of different targets of varying concentric rings in the middle. It's a target. So, as you step up, there's a gnome behind the counter. Welcome. Would you like to try your luck, your aim, your precision as you try and get as close to the center of these targets as you possibly can? Bets are how we handle this one. I gotta look at how exactly it works. I don't remember.
What was the DC on that again?
You know what? I'm gonna need this. I'm just taking it out.
There you go.
There you go.
Release it from the binder.
Binder just hold you back, man.
Release the
I know,
cartoon.
right?
So do pants.
Pants just hold you back. Let's face it.
Yeah, I agree.
True.
So
Accurate in more ways than one.
the way this game works is that there are 5 concentric rings. You get 1 point for each ring from the outside to the inside that you can hit. It's a dexterity check for it. You make a bid. Depending on how many points you get, you either get, maybe you lose some money, you get your initial bid, or you gain a little bit more for it.
Gambling. Oh shit.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not doing
gambling.
This one.
Pretty much the whole festival is gonna be gambling, save for the pie eating.
God.
Like that's in the bag for you, Gar.
You know what, actually,
Maybe. We'll see.
That's
I don't
true.
know.
You saw it
Based off of.
And you're like, oh, I can't do it. So sweet.
as you
Saw
approach
his
this,
fishing went.
minimum of 1 silver. 1 silver piece is all you need to enter. Test your skill. Surely you have what it takes. He looks at you, Zeus. You look like a man who has precision in his arm. Would you care to try?
What's the rate?
Minimum of 1 silver. If you manage to get, what the heck? All right, so here, full disclosure. When I originally wrote these notes, it was 3 in the morning, and I was half tired out of my mind, and
You said you adjusted those.
this is an old print.
Oh God.
It's an old
Uh-oh.
freaking print.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, I don't actually know how this works.
It's
Oh, there
5
it is.
consecutive rings.
No, I'm so sorry. I was looking at the wrong one. Okay, so
There you go.
you get 1 point for that outermost ring there, and 5 points for the innermost ring. Should you get a minimum of 15 points, I'll give you your bid back. A very solid job for entering. 20 points, and I'll give you twice your bid. If you get a perfect 25 points, all 5 of them, you get 5 darts, by the way, 5 of them in the dead center, I will give you 4 times your initial bid.
Wow. All in.
What say you?
What's the maximum I could bid here? 'Cause
I wouldn't take any more than 3. I need to make a profit here as well. Any more than 3
And we can
gold,
do
that
this
is.
multiple times.
For the sake of it, I'll probably only have everybody do this once. I originally set up this thing with 3 players, so 6 adds a lot of time.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
All right. Toss him a gold coin.
Ting! A gold coin. Feeling a little bit confident, are we? Well, very well. Here are your darts. And he sets down 5. Very, average crafted darts. They look like they'll get the job done, though, for sure. As you take the first one in your hand, kind of aim and get ready, I need you to make a dexterity check. Just go ahead and click your dex modifier. Or your dex.
Nice.
A 13. All right, you throw it, and it lands on the 4th innermost ring, just outside of the center. Sticks in nice and true. Oh, a very nice shot indeed. 4 points to start out. As you pick up the second one, go ahead and make another dexterity check.
I love jamming music.
Oh,
5.
Please miss the board.
You, and
oh,
it
it's outermost.
sticks just to the outside of the outermost ring. You barely got it in with that one. Oh my! I call that precision for sure. 1 additional point for a total of 5.
How many do I get?
You get 3 more darts.
3 more darts? Okay.
5 total.
And was it 15 points to get double back?
15
To
points
get
to
your
get
money back.
your initial bid back.
Money back. Okay.
Yeah. 14. All right, you throw it again. It lands again right just outside of center. Very close, actually. It just about made it to center. Oh, my goodness. I think you're getting closer. Surely another one, and you'll get it right there in the center.
What am I at?
3 out of 5.
You're 2 more.
No, for points.
Oh, for points, you're currently at 9.
9.
9.
Yep. Go ahead and make another dexterity check. 11. Okay. As you toss this other one, you're kind of getting a little bit fed up with this guy, like almost taunting you to keep going, even though you're confident you can make it. As you throw this one, though, that just gets to you a little bit, and the second outermost ring is all you're able to make it to. You do make it dead center of that, and you weren't super close to making it outside of the board, but oh my, another 2 points. Let's see, that brings you to a total of 11. You'll have to make either the innermost or just outside in order to make your money
There
back.
you go. Got
Does
it,
he have
Zeus.
what it takes? And as you toss the last one,
You don't have
as you toss the last one again, as he says, "Does he have what it takes?" You're like, "You little shit," and you throw the dart and just right into the outermost ring. You barely made it on again, as that brings you to a total of
God, I suck at
12
rolling.
points. He says, "I am so sorry. I'll be keeping this 1 gold, but be sure to tell your friends if they have what it takes to aim true." And he puts it down behind the desk. "You, sir," as he points to Genmare, "would you like
What
to
was
accept the
the
challenge?"
point requirement for getting
15.
double back?
15.
20 is for double back.
20 is double. 25 is 4 times.
Okay.
That's impressive.
I'll do 2 gold.
All right.
2 gold pieces as he, kind of, twinkles in between his fingers. All right. Then let the festivities begin. And he puts down the 5 darts in front of you. Whenever you're ready, sir. So you want to untoggle advantage. Oh, wait, do we have that set up in your character sheet?
I have mine set up to just always do advantage.
Okay.
Just take the first one.
Sure, that's fine. A 20. So as you kind of watching Zeus do this, you kind of got the hang of it already. You're practicing back. You dead center of the bullseye. Oh, my, impressive. This one might have a challenge on our hands. All right. Your next dart, sir.
Here we go. Oh, I didn't.
Oh, that's a save, yeah. It is the same modifier.
It's still the
but-
same roll.
Yeah.
Take the deck, just the roll.
Yep.
It's still the same roll.
Yeah.
Yep. So that one. Okay. So as you throw it, because we'll use the same one for that, this time just barely didn't get exactly as you were wanting. You hit the 3rd ring in the entire sequence. He's like, "Oh my, you are getting them very well done. Already 8 points after 2 throws. You have a chance to earn twice your bid, my friend. Do you care to throw again?"
Let's go for it.
Squadron. Oh,
If
no.
only.
13. All right. As you toss this next one through the air, learning from your last mistake, you get it another ring in just outside. Right now you have one in the 5th, the 4th, and the 3rd. You got a pretty good lineup going here as you get 4 points from that one.
Let's go again,
You
man.
can see, oh my.
Come there.
Heck yeah.
Hey, very nice shot indeed. Another 3 points and you get your bid back, my
I
friend.
mean, give her.
You throw another one at 20. And again, this one
Yeah.
sinks next to the initial one that you threw in the dead center. Oh my goodness. And that brings you, my friend, to a total of 17 points. You already have your bid back. From here, you can only go up. Will
I
he get
stagger off
twice
the
his
cup
points?
game.
Will he get twice his points? He's trying to
Watching
rile
what
up the crowd
happens.
here. You stagger. Okay. Go ahead, also Zeus, and deduct 1 gold from your max if you haven't already.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your final dex check.
All right, last one. Here we go.
Oh,
Nice.
and with that,
Hell yeah.
you throw the other one, creating a perfect trio of darts in the center. Oh my goodness! And with that, he ends with a total of 22 points. You, sir, not only get these back, ting ting, but also these. And he hands you 4 gold. Well done. Be sure to tell all your friends of the dart contest. I don't have a name for it. Never mind.
I like how he sounded so defeated, like
Yeah. Like he sounded it in the moment, but he's still keeping up the persona. Immediately back to this. Ha All right, so let's see. For the sake of it, to make it a little bit easier for time, everyone would probably only have enough time with everything. Let's say you can enter a total of 2. So go ahead and decide your
I'm not
2.
entering any.
Right, I'll just make you make a couple rolls for the night to see how well you do with people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
From his winnings,
Yeah. So
or just from people playing it.
yeah.
I won't do the piting.
Sure. Okay. We move on to Gar. As you step up to your fellow party member who's been with you for the last 6 months, he's got his own little expo here where he has a few items outlined on a shelf in front, and off to the side of his stand, he's got like this big podium with a ball inside to where you hit the thing and it goes all the way up. Little mallet.
Hello, Mavis.
Ah, yes, Gar. You've heard of Mavis's might meter, have you?
I have.
Yes.
What's
Yes, I've
what's
seen
the
you.
deal
I've
with
seen
this?
you. You're quite strong. Yes. Okay, so let me tell you how it works. And I run over there.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Which
so,
for you is a little bit of a run. It's like 5 feet from you, but these little gnome feet, only go so fast.
I take one
Exactly.
step.
Yeah, Gar just like...
So, it goes up to 20. Now, if you can reach 20, something special happens. But if you, I look at each person who comes up, I look them up and down, and I say, what do I think you can reach? So I bet you could reach a 16 on this. I bet you 1 gold. If you hit 16, I'll pay you. If you don't, you pay me.
Which, for mechanical
so if
purposes...
I exceed 16.
I still only pay you the 1 gold.
For the purposes of this is a strength check, and he's setting the DC for you. You can either take his bet or leave it.
Right. How about I bet you 10 gold that I will exceed your limit.
I will not pay you 10 gold. No, my bet is 1. There's no negotiating here. This is Mavis's might meter.
Is it rigged?
No. Well,
Insight check.
Hey, Nathan, can you change the server? Everyone went blurry.
I just got off.
Oh, I got you.
I can't really adjust voice chat, otherwise it messes.
Baby.
There we go.
There you go.
All right.
Much better.
8. Is he lying? Is it rigged?
Go ahead and make a deception or persuasion, whichever one and you can do it to me if you want to. Whichever one you make is what. If it's deception, you're lying. If it's persuasion, sure. Okay, so checking, he's really excited that he's finally able to unveil this Mavis's mechanical marvels. And through it, he's not even attempting to lie. It's not rigged in any way that would cause you to lose.
Okay. Will it explode if I hit 20?
That part is only up to his.
It's a surprise.
Knowing Mavis, it's
Probably gonna explode.
All right.
The
1
hammer
gold.
actually explodes.
1 gold.
All right. I look at Nessa and I say, "How about some side action? I bet you that I'll beat your score.
Ooh, side betting.
Okay.
Aren't you a cleric?
I bet you 5 gold."
He's a beefy cleric. He had 6'6" Dragonborn. Like,
That's true.
he was a sailor back in his day. He actually looks a little out of his element for being a cleric, but he chose to change his life around.
Facts.
Kind
5
of
gold
look-
that I will outdo you.
I look at Gar and then I look at the contraption I don't know what to call it, and I look back there and I'm like, all right, fine.
All right,
Uh,
side bet of
who are we
5
giving
gold.
the gold to?
It would be each other.
Laren,
But who?
Oh.
Oh, am I nearby?
you said you were watching every
Yeah,
day.
you're around. Like, you're not, off in the shadows or anything. You're
As
just
you walk
not.
up, I say,
Ah, Laren, would you like to try your hand at Mavis's might meter after Gar and Nessa?
I think I'll pass for now, Mavis. Thank you.
Are you sure? I would put it at only 10 for you, or lower.
I'm sure. Thank you.
Oh.
All right.
All right.
So I wind up. So I'm just making a strength check.
Sounded so
Yep,
sad.
just straight strength check.
So
DC is 6.
if I don't hit 16, okay.
Then
Yeah,
you
if you don't
lose
hit
the 1
16, then
gold.
So you're not guessing the exact number. You're just
No. If you hit 16 or above, I pay you.
Yeah. He's basically setting a meter for you. He judges each contestant.
And I've seen you're strong, so I put it up to 16 for you.
As you wind up, kind of stretch, and slam down. You accidentally slam the side of it just a little bit, and it pew!
That's 1 gold to Mavis.
Deduct 1 gold from Garth, 1 gold to Mavis.
Would you care to try again?
As you
Fuck off, Mavis. I mean, no.
What? Okay. Up next for Mavis's might meter.
I step up and I'm like, all right, Mavis. 1 gold.
1 gold, and I bet you could hit a 15. I see.
Okay.
You're quite strong as.
which
One from Mavis.
She's stronger than me.
which for
Wow.
being a
So
human
you hit an
paladin in
8.
this way, or a human paladin, obviously, she is a strong paladin. You've seen her in battle.
Yeah, I've seen her in battle.
She's got some pretty good strength. But yeah, okay, so 15.
I still beat you, bitch!
You did.
Yeah.
You get my 5 gold.
Oh, no, we only have 14. Okay.
So 5 gold from Gar to Nessa, and Nessa, you do only get 4 gold because one of that goes to Mavis. As
made out.
as you
All right.
slam down with it,
no,
you're kind of
no.
distracted by this ongoing bet. You're like so really hoping that you can beat Gar,
Maybe
and you
could
see it.
get to the goblin's head.
You see it go up. Oh man! All right, so yeah.
Or they're back.
Yeah.
Laren, you don't want to
Goblin's
try?
butt.
Laren, come on.
Laren,
I
you
believe
can
in
do it.
you.
Test your
believe in
might.
you.
They're like
Very
Laren,
well.
Laren.
Here, I'll even pay for you to go.
Oh,
All right,
Nessa's offering to pay for Laren to go,
I'll give it a try. I'll give it a
Ah,
try.
yes.
and you can see
Another contestant.
it's like a little bit exciting for the rest of the party. Laren doesn't really interact a whole lot, so for them to be able to convince her to actually like attend one of these, it's like, all right, nice, let's do this.
Can I?
Right.
Mm,
Oh, okay. Wait, am I supposed
She
to roll?
is strong.
Now, I've seen you in combat before, Laren. I know your strength. Looking at your body type, I would say an 8 for you.
So
Okay.
you can see this thing goes up to about a 20. He's setting the bar just under the halfway mark. You look up and, I mean, it's not your strong suit being just raw strength, but pretty sure you can do it.
Huh.
it's not a safe.
As you take
Okay.
take the mallet and swing down with all your might. That's okay. It's the same modifier. So
Ah, yes. Oh, yes.
and as you
A victor.
you hit it and the ball
Match
travels
me.
up and it hits just on the mark, and Mavis can see it as it travels back down, and you hit the mark that he wanted you to hit.
A victor, yes. And as is promised, and I hand you 1 gold.
Yep. So go ahead and add 1 gold to your
It
total.
was Gar's gold.
Yeah.
Well, it was Nessa's gold, dude.
My gold!
I silently hand it to Nessa.
No. That's yours to keep.
All right, so let's see. Laren is not particularly doing any of the other ones you said. Like there was enough for them to convince you to do this one.
Yeah, I think that would be it for me.
Sure. Mavis is going to be attending his the rest of the night. Nessa, Gar.
Arm fighter.
No, go ahead. What'd you say?
Arm wrestling.
Arm wrestling. All right.
I'm fighting.
I wandered over to the cups after he threw his 4th dart, so.
Sure. And Genmare, I think you were going to do the same.
Yes.
Okay, so
Alright, so we can just go into the loop.
yeah. So Zeos, as you walk away, kind of slightly defeated by you didn't get your initial gold back. You look over as this human is like shuffling some shells around on this desk that's set up, and somebody's looking at it. You know this game from being here long enough, as they're trying to follow which one the stone is under, and you can hear as you're approaching a little bit. He's like, "Which one do you think the stone is under?" And the guy in front of the desk points to one. He lifts it, and there's no stone. Oh no! You were following it so well. Well, unfortunately, I will take that 2 silver from you. Be sure to tell all your friends, though. And as he walks away, you kind of walk up to it. He looks at you. Ah, hello. Would you care to try the shell game? All I do is put the shell under one of these cups here, move it around, try to boggle your imagination as you follow it and tell me which one the shell is under.
What's the stakes?
Oh, whatever you make them. A minimum of 1 silver, I will say, and a maximum of no more than 2 gold. I am not made of gold here.
How many silver and a gold?
10.
10.
10?
Yep, 10 to 1. For both copper to silver, silver to gold.
I'll toss him 5 silver.
All right. Like literally just throw 5 silver at him, or
I'll
it's just
hand
like
him
cling,
5
cling.
There you go.
Okay.
Shot
Yeah,
Just like,
Yeah.
you hand him a small. Also, I will say, well, I'll say that in a minute. So you hand him a small stack of 5 silver. You put it on the table. Ah, very well. All right, let it begin. He takes a small stone, puts it underneath the center cup. Now, follow closely. As he moves all the cups around, I need you to go ahead and make an intelligence check to see if you can follow along with which one he has it under. 14. All right. I have to double check my math here. What the heck am I writing? I don't. I tell you, I got to reprint this when I was actually like not sleep drunk. Okay, so as he shifts the shells around, I mean, you're pretty observant with how much you've been researching over the past year plus. So you keep your eye on it, and you're pretty sure the one that you're pretty sure you know which one it's under. As you point to it, he lifts it up, and you can see the stone underneath. Oh, well done indeed. A keen eye you have there. Clearly more than I could deal with. I would bet you, though, that if I added another shell for 4, you could not do it again. You may take your gold, your initial bet, of course, and I will give you 5 silver. However, double or nothing. Should I add another one?
alright.
All right.
Hey,
As
4
he
shells.
takes out another cup from underneath, puts it on the table. All right. Follow closely. As he throws the shell under, starts moving him around. Go ahead and make another intelligence check. 14 again.
Yeah, baby.
All right. So as you watch him, this extra shell is making it pretty difficult. Like, he's pretty fast at this. He's very clearly learned at what he's done. You end up pointing to the one that you think it is, and he lifts it up, and there's no stone. And oh no! I mean, it's okay, my friend. You did very well for your first one. I'm afraid, though, that will be 10 silver from you, an additional 5, as you gave me your bid initially. So
Okay, there we go.
you have to deduct a total of 1 gold or 10 silver, however you want to do that. But be sure to tell all your friends, of course, of the wonderful shell game and the one behind it all.
Doesn't
Double
add
or
up.
nothing works.
Yeah, the guy
That's not
lost,
how double or nothing works.
so it would just be even.
Yeah, I should have.
Nobody would owe anybody anything.
Double or not? Well,
If he won again,
Well, he and the
guy
wait,
would pay him double.
you're right. You don't lose an additional 5 silver. You
Okay,
just lose
I
your
was
initial
like,
5. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, so he keeps your initial bid, but you don't lose that.
Well,
Tell
not
your
even
friends
that, right?
I
It's
screw
just
people
that
over.
it's
Pal. It's not
completely
double and
even.
negative. Yeah, thank you. Perfect. Okay, so let's see. Around this time,
Josh
Nessa.
rigged all the games.
Little did you know. So Nessa, around this time, you're
Double or
finishing
single?
up with the Mavis's might meter. Was that what it was?
Might be.
Might meter. Mavis's might meter. You look over and you see Zeos walking away from one of these, and it occurs to you that you still have this necklace that you were holding for him from Mara.
Oh. I walk over to him and I'm like, here, more of these is for all of us.
What's it made out of?
Very simple, like, what's the word? String that's kind of frayed, with a gem, very imperfect gem though, that's kind of dangling from it. It's more the intent behind it, and it is still a gem. Like, it's pretty nice. You could probably still even, I mean, it'd be more of wearing it for her. Even you, she likes. That's
likes
why she made
everyone.
one for you. She likes everyone in the party
Even
so
you,
much.
she likes.
Even you. As much as she was not sure if you would accept it or not, she still does.
Take it from. Try not to call you other names. Nessa.
Nessa, okay.
And I look at you and I say, it seems you have a fan. And then I just walk away.
Let's see. All right, so you take the necklace. Then it brings us to Genmer as you step up after Zeos has walked away, took the double or nothing, just barely wasn't able to maintain concentration on it. Says, you, sir, would you like to try the shell game? It is a wonderful game of pure intelligence. Should you be able to follow along as I move the shells around, I put a rock under, you follow it with your eyes. tell me which one the rock is under. If you're right, I give you your initial bid. Or rather, I give you equivalent to your initial bid.
I'll take you up on it.
All
I
right.
will-
Wonderful. As he takes out 3
gold.
shells, shows you the stone. I'm sorry, how much, sir?
1 gold.
1 gold. Okay, I heard you say 3. I was... Very well. All right, he takes your 1 gold piece. Let us begin. As he puts it underneath, starts shuffling them around, go ahead and make an intelligence check. Damn.
Damn.
Again,
Okay.
taking a cue from Zeos.
See?
Just like spying on Zeus
Yeah.
the whole time. Like,
You're just
how am I
like
gonna
picking up afterwards, watching how it's done. You point to the one as he finishes shuffling him around. And you're pretty sure it's under, and sure enough, he lifts it up. Oh my! Well done, a very keen eye, sir. However, as I told this one previously, should you think you could do it again with an additional shell, I would give you double your bid, or I keep your initial bid. Should you not be able to?
I'll go for it.
Very well. Puts it underneath, shuffles it around. Go ahead and make another intelligence check.
Oh,
11. With that, you looked away when he was first doing the one with 4 with Zeos. You're like, wait, I didn't know there was 4. What? And just weren't prepared for this as he shuffles them all around. You point to the one you think it is. He lifts it up, and there is no stone underneath. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I will be keeping this gold piece. But thank you for your patronage and for choosing this wonderful...
chuckling to the side?
All right, for the sake of brevity, moving right along, Gar, you were wanting to do the arm wrestling? And Nessa was too?
Nessa's doing the arm wrestling. I'll watch.
Okay,
I'll
sure.
finish.
Nessa, you step up to the arm wrestling
Nesse.
competition. Let's see. And it's not really a competition. This is just like one-on-one. There's not like a ladder, so to speak, of one keeps going up. It's just like somebody steps up to the plate. Somebody steps up to the plate. Do you think you can win? It's 5 silver to enter, and if you win, you get 5 silver. Well, a gold total.
Okay.
As you walk up, it's like there's a dwarf behind there. Of course, he's like big and bulky as he's standing there. Anybody who wants to come up and test their strength against another opponent, we have here the mighty. And he's like pointing at. I mean, he's not very mighty, but he's a well-built human. He looks probably. Is there anybody a human male in the party? No, there isn't.
No.
In terms
I don't want
of
to be boring.
Nah.
but she's a female. I'm trying to figure out like who she could compare the build to. He looks well built, but nothing that scares you.
We have that picture on our group chat.
That's kind of scary. Monkey to you.
Yeah, not that guy. He doesn't look anything like him, thankfully. So, all right. So, and he looks
I
over.
walk up and I say, I would like to enter.
He looks at you. All right, of course. You sit here. No cheating, no dirty. I want a clean game here. No dirty. What the heck am I trying to say? Not dirty.
No dirty.
No dirty.
Must be clean.
No
No
dirty
dirty
people
talk.
here. Dang it. No dirty. 2020. Oh my goodness. 1 second. No dirty tricks. Yeah. All right. There we go.
No funny
Sorry.
business.
No funny business. Sure.
Play it clean.
It's just
Alright.
strength.
A nice clean match. On your marks. Get set. Go! And yeah, it's just a strength check, honestly. Damn.
Nice.
Do I snap his arm off?
If you're playing against me, yeah.
1 second. All right. Sweet. All right. At least this one I had clear in my rules. So, as you step up, he's like trying to be a little intimidating as he looks at you. All right, here we go. You ready? And as he says, "Go!" you just slam his arm down in a matter of about 2 seconds. He was more hyped in his mind than he was actually prepared, as it just slams into the table. No, I wasn't. He's like, "Sorry, sir, no rematches. Clearly, we have a winner here. 5 silver for you, young miss. Well done." As he hands you a total of 5 silver.
Oh, shit. It's 5.
Well, because you wouldn't have had to deduct 5, so yeah, it would be 5 silver.
Yay!
The strength training is paying off for you.
So, let's see. Go ahead and, well, I guess you would have been wandering around, Gar, right?
I was gonna watch Nessa
Okay.
Do the arm wrestling while waiting for the fishing to start.
Sure. Throughout the night, you do notice that Mara actually has like a little station set up off to the side. It's very small, about a foot and a half high.
Yeah, I would go.
Is Mara the little girl that I interacted with at the well?
No, but a very similar feeling.
Okay.
So you see her like handing out again some of her crafts. They're all like just basic things that you would find on the beach, but she has put her own little bit of work into them.
I'm definitely buying whatever she has.
All of it.
Sure. So as Nessa starts doing this, you spot that as you walk over to Mara, you see she's currently finishing up with a customer. Like,
That'll be 2 copper. Thank you and have a nice day. Gar, hi.
as you start
Hello,
walking
Mara.
towards her,
Look, I have a fish for you. I caught it earlier.
it's like a little minnow.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
the minnow that I caught with
Sure.
Laren and
She
Nessa.
takes it.
Thank you, Gar. I will treasure it forever.
And she puts it underneath her desk. Like, she really does appreciate it, but she's not like preserving it or
Breakfast
anything.
is
She
gonna
doesn't.
die.
This is why Anton wants to take her out fishing. Like,
Mhm.
so, she
Do you want to buy any of my stuff?
and she like brings up a,
Yes.
or you see like a little box. There's like a small bracelet made with some driftwood, like a small like doll that she made out of like some hay and sticks and stuff like that. There's, go ahead.
I'll buy the bracelet.
Sure. Yeah, it wouldn't even fit you, but it's more the principle. She's like,
Oh, but that'll be 2 copper pieces.
Yeah. And I
which
pull
for
out-
her is a lot.
I pull out 2 gold, and I'm like, I just have these 2 shiny copper pieces.
Ooh.
Ooh, the reverse trick.
The
Hey.
reverse
The
trick.
reverse.
You know what? Just to kind of see how this goes, go ahead and make a deception check, but with advantage.
Because she's 7.
Yeah, because she's 7.
20.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
sure.
There you go.
All right. She looks at him.
Oh, these are very clean. These will be
Shinies.
perfect. Thank you, Gar. Here you go.
And she hands you the bracelet.
Thank you. Will it, like, tie around a finger, maybe?
A little bit, maybe. Yeah, maybe a couple. Like, it's pretty small. It's maybe like 6 inches in diameter.
Hey, some people consider that large.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, like 4 inches in diameter. Yeah, 6 inches would be quite a bit.
Hey, some people consider that large.
Nice. Oh, my camera's lagging again. Love
4
it.
inches. Yeah. I
Put
don't.
it on like a weapon or something.
Can I put it on like my horn, maybe? Yeah. I'll put it
Yeah,
on
make a little like charm on it.
my
Yeah,
forehead.
sure. You take out a little bit of
Charm.
string that you have and just like tie it around there so it dangles from there and doesn't get lost. Nice and tight. Sure. Around your warhammer, you said?
Yep.
So it's like a little
Oh.
charm on it.
To be
Nice.
clear.
Yeah. All right. So then in that case, you now have a charm attached to your weapon. Beautiful.
Be sure to tell everybody about Mara's
She like looks out at her sign.
Mara's crafts.
All right. I just turn around and I go, "Hey, everybody! Buy from Mara." And I try to look super scary, like
You know what's good for you.
You like look back at her. She's like just clapping. All right, and then anything else in particular?
now just waiting for the end of the night for the fishing.
Sure. Which comes around right about now with everything else that's gone on. You can see that there's a smaller gnome up at the docks. It's currently like calling people in. Everyone gather around. We're nearing the end of the night here as we'll do our monthly fishing competition to close this whole thing off. Who would like to enter? Anybody at all? You
I'm
just
not gonna
raise your
enter,
hand.
I'm there to watch.
You're gonna watch?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm wandering over there to watch as well.
Okay. The rest of the
I
party.
think I'm still at my expo.
You are. Go ahead and make 3 d20 rolls for me.
You can go ahead and continue. This doesn't.
Sure. So as you make your way up, the rest of the party kind of gathers around as you definitely are the one that would be the best fisher of the group. So they're kind of here to see what you're made of.
We thought.
Well, maybe
Hey, you were
Laren-
teaching, you know. Also, Lynette says, "I love you, Nick."
I love you too.
So, as you walk up, there's like 3 other contestants that have also entered, and they're like standing on the sides of the docks, as they each have their fishing rod. He does have a fishing rod that he's prepared to hand you. Oh, you? Yes, of course. Please feel free to enter. As I mean, you're the only dragonborn in Sunset. He's not scared, but it's different.
Do I not get to use my own, and I just pull out my makeshift rod?
As he looks up at it, I mean, you can use whichever tool you would like to use, sir. Within reason, with whichever fishing tool. And he looks over at Mavis's shop. Not any tool. There's a reason we have this sign, and he points over to the sign. No boom fishing.
No boom fishing.
Definitely.
All right, step up to the dock over there next to the other contestants, and we will start here in a minute. Everybody, prepare yourselves as each of these fine contestants will cast their line out a single time. You have 2 minutes to catch a fish. Otherwise, no more. We are very near the end of midnight here, and we have to close this out. All right, prepare your lines as each of you stand up. Ready? Cast! You throw it out.
I shout out to Gar and Draconic, you better not fuck up.
I immediately get emotional. 'Cause I'm like, I don't hear Draconic often. Like, I don't know how much your character would speak to me in Draconic, and I really miss home.
Yeah, so so there's this little tear as you. This whole scene kind of presents itself. You're on the docks here. You got your fishing rod out. Somebody speaks to you in Draconic.
In the background.
Yeah, it's like for a second you feel like you're home.
Yeah.
And it comes, you snap back to reality, and you're ready to cast your line anyway. But it definitely brings back some tough memories. No boom fishing. Amen to that. So
No boom fishing.
You throw your line out.
Famous
Go ahead
ruined
and for this one, just go ahead and make a fishing check.
Fishing.
Looking for a few possibilities here. Okay.
Fucking hell.
I know, a 4.
I mean,
God.
Laura bless it.
Greatest fisherman in the valley.
Okay. So
7.
yeah.
Oh God.
So sees the tear and is happy you made Gar cry with his rude shout. Oh, that's about right. All right, so
I miss my family. Hoping nobody can see the tears as I'm like on the edge of the dock.
okay, so with this, that means that and that. All right, this one I actually have notes for. Thank the Lord. Okay, so you throw your line out. You wait about 45 seconds, and you get a bite. It feels like a pretty sizable bite. Nothing intense, but you start pulling it in. I need to make some rolls here. Okay. It doesn't seem to be fighting you very much, and you seem to be able to pull it pretty well to start out. Go ahead and make another fishing check for me. Yeah.
It's gonna
This
be
should
a
be.
2.
It should be. Oh my God!
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Heck yeah.
Well, there was gonna be. Oh my goodness. There was gonna be other things, but no. They'll roll like that. So you, with one fell swoop, pull it out of the water from the shore and.
It's a whale.
And catch it in your hands, like as it's soaring through the air. You catch it, and all the other fishermen kind of look over, like, "Oh my goodness!" As one of them loses their fish, the other one loses his fish. The other one's like trying to pull his in here as.
Just lunch.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Oh gosh. Okay, sure. So as the other one loses his fish as well, he looked like he was trying to struggle against it, getting away. And he was making some good progress, but the whole way this unfolded, like, he also dropped his. As you have yourself, need to make sure. You have yourself a rainbow trout, about a foot long. It's a pretty nice size fish, and you're just holding it there, acknowledging, hey, you still got this fishing thing. It's in your blood. And the gnome kind of walks up. We have a win, and he's like trying to reach your arm, like to hold it up.
It's like, I'm like trying to wipe the tears away from my face. I'm like, oh, it must have splashed me when I pulled it out of the water.
He like whispers to you, "Do you mind humoring me? I need to do this." You're like,
You want the fish? What do you want?
No, your hand.
Trying to raise
Oh,
your arm.
yeah.
and he like, even though you're holding your hand down, he raises his hand up, and you're just kind of like,
It's like
it up a little bit.
midway.
Yeah. like barely. He's like, we have a winner. You sir, for that catch. Ooh, a very nice rainbow trout you have there. Let's see. That is. We'll give you 2 gold for that catch, and you can keep the fish if you want, or you can sell it back for an additional 4, for a total of 6.
I will keep the fish so I can eat it.
A true sailor indeed, a fisherman at heart. Very well. Here's your 2 gold. He hands it to you.
Thank you, sir.
About this time in the night, everything is winding down, unless there was anything else anybody wanted to do. Why is my camera so laggy?
Seems
You seem fine on Discord.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, it's probably lagging on stream. That's okay.
I had the expo.
Does
You did. For
But
you.
for brevity, we can skip it.
No. Well, I won't describe each one. I was just using your rolls. Over the course of the night,
Gotcha.
you gain a total of about 3 gold.
Okay.
Yeah, people came up. You set different heights for them. Some of them made it. Some of them failed. But for the most part, you came out on top.
How much gold did you say, man?
3 gold.
3.
3. Okay.
All right. So
We don't use that.
The second one down is
That's silver. Or,
the other one's elect?
yeah.
yeah, the
Um,
third one's Electrum. A
The
weird
third one's
one.
election. The second one is silver.
yeah, we don't need to
We
use
don't use
Electrum.
Electrum.
But yeah, so about this, a little bit before this, some of the shops were closing down a little bit. Mara already closed up her shop, and then Philly, the one who started this whole
Philly.
thing off, steps up on the podium again as she kind of raises her hand for the band to stop. Everybody, thank you for another wonderful Twilight Festival. Please be careful as we make our way through the night. Make sure you don't lose anything. These are very chaotic, but I believe they make all the difference in the world for us to maintain our peace of mind and our wonderful lifestyle here in Sunset Valley. Thank you all again. And as she's about to finish, somebody in the crowd you hear starts shouting out, "What is that?" And you look over to the northeast, and there's this glow, this purple glow from the northeast of the valley that is slowly getting brighter and brighter. And somebody else points out, "Yeah, do you see that? I see that too. What is that?" Sorry?
Is that similar glow to a particular?
Similar, but no, not the same. As this glow starts to intensify a little bit, people are starting to kind of scramble around a little bit just because such unease. This is a very bright glow. As suddenly this beam of energy shoots out from the northeast, which is where the tower is, and connects to the Isle of Eldon out in the ocean. As it forms this arch overhead, this dome starts forming, and this wave of energy starts passing down from the sky. As people are starting to move around in a panic, there's things being knocked over on the ground. People are in a frenzy. As this wave of energy passes through each of you, you feel this intense ringing in your ears, and this just very immense pressure in your head as you each just fight to maintain consciousness. Go ahead and everybody make Constitution saving throws.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
That's not the good roll.
Oh,
This is why I didn't do the pie eating contest.
yeah.
This is why I didn't do the pie eating.
We're not doing so good.
Oh man.
Even with those rolls, everybody, you find yourself losing consciousness as you fall to the ground, and the rest of the valley starts to go dark on you. As the last thing you see is a bunch of people in a frenzy running around, and you lose consciousness. 1 second.
I'm changing.
Sure, that's fine.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
good call.
that's good.
Um,
Nope.
Why is
Don't
Nathan
worry.
still?
It's probably because he's the biggest.
I see other people.
No,
who-
because
Yeah,
after
other
this, it's
yeah,
all-
other people are.
Nick is
worried.
fine.
it's all mine.
yeah,
I'm gonna try to
Why?
change it
But I'm good.
once more,
And Josh too.
sure.
real quick.
Yeah, you can do whatever you need to.
Get your shit together. Hello.
That's good.
Hey.
Yeah.
Good.
That'll work.
All
All
right.
right, cool. You guys all find yourself waking up in this small room with a bed in the corner. Well, a couple beds, but it's a lot of you are kind of some of you are in chairs, some of you are on the beds, and you do recognize this room. This is one of the rooms in Good Barrel Tavern by Alton Good Barrel. It's a very
Would've been
simple.
Big enough to carry my large self there.
It's pushing it.
I take up like a third of the bed.
Yeah, you take up basically nothing.
Nice.
I'm a horse.
As each of you kind of wake up, you look out the window, and you can see the sun starting to rise. You must have been out for a while, and you all kind of come to this realization. Everything starts.
God.
Oh my God! All right, cool. Like 49, it's true. The events of the previous night start coming back to you. You remember seeing this purple / whitish dome form, but you look out the window. Some of you like immediately look out and you don't see anything. Nothing.
Is that not like my dream?
Similar, but it's
But
not
different in colors.
And so as you each wake up, it all kind of comes back to you, and you find yourself in this room, just the 6 of you, in the morning, as suddenly, with some of you getting up and walking around, some of the commotion, you hear this on the door. Are you guys up? And you can tell it's the voice of Alton kind of checking on you guys. Can I come in?
Yes, come in.
He
Please.
opens the door, comes on in. What happened? You all passed out last night. Are you okay? Are you feeling better now? I took you guys here as soon as everything happened.
Did you not see anything last night?
The light last night, it was so bright, and I got a massive headache. I was in the middle of making a sail too. I don't even know if I made
The light, Mavis. Were you exploding things again?
It wasn't Mavis.
No,
I promise. I
This
didn't
It
explode
came from
anything.
northeast.
It came from that tower.
It was purple,
Yeah.
and it shot across the sky, and it went out to the island.
Are you sure you didn't drink too much, Mavis? Perhaps.
I
We all
I
saw
have
it.
no.
You all saw it, right? I'm not
I
I'm not
saw
that
it.
crazy.
Can I insight check Alton?
Sure. Yeah, go and roll insight. I mean, you know
Rolls are
Alton
good
pretty
tonight.
well.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like you're finding it difficult to read people this early in the morning and with your head still kind of ringing, but he doesn't appear to have any malicious intent here, or like be lying to you. Let's go ahead.
Were we the only ones?
Oh, you said you asked that?
Yes.
The only ones that passed. Yes, you were the only ones that passed out in the place. I mean, we were finishing up for the night, and you all collapsed. It was very strange.
I distinctly remember. Do you guys remember seeing some people start to fall? Because I did.
I remember.
I remember people running. That's what you said, right? We saw
Yeah, you saw a lot of commotion, a lot of
Yeah.
frenzy going on. Friends, I don't know if it was perhaps too much to drink, but nothing like that happened last night. It was a
No,
festival.
I don't drink. Alton?
Oh, your milk, Gar. Of course, not you. You drink milk. That's
Too
fine.
much
I know
milk?
you. I can
Nice
trust.
to all this as well.
That is true. You don't. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't see anything. I don't know what else I can say.
Nothing at all, Alton?
I mean, the festival went off like normal. It was wonderful, a hit as always, and I sold plenty of different beer if I do say so myself. But no, beyond that, everything was normal.
At this point, I think I would walk outside and kind of look towards the tower to see
Sure.
if I can see anything.
So you
left over, and
just
then
start
look towards
walking out of the
island.
room. He's like, "Oh, no, wait, okay, sure. Where's she going?"
I don't know.
I will.
Right.
I don't
I don't
I
know,
need to
but
go ask
I'm
other
going
people,
with
'cause-
her.
You
I
all
have a
start.
question for earlier information. Where was Marcon? Was he at the camp where we're from before we returned back, or was he?
He
with
would
us?
have probably been in the fighting grounds, the Fighters Guild.
Fighting grounds?
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
gonna
ask.
go seek out Marcon.
I'll ask Alton what happened after Philly finished her speech.
Well, let's see. After she finished, people were closing down. It was, and you all fainted. I don't know what else to say. Are you sure there wasn't something you ate? I know some of those pies are pretty interesting.
I had no pie.
None of you?
Yeah.
I make
Something
sure to not
weird.
drink when I'm trying to make a sale. I did not drink any. Did you hit your head, Alton? Did you forget? 'Cause
No, not that I
I remember
remember.
this
Oh
clearly.
no, not that No, I'm. He starts like feeling his head around. No, I'm pretty sure I'm normal. Everything's fine. Listen, perhaps some fresh air, please.
Yeah, I need to ask some other
I
people.
hope you all are okay. You're scaring me a little. And,
Yeah, I'm gonna chase after Nessa.
sure.
I'm gonna go to the fighting ground and try to find Marcon.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go talk to random people and ask them what happened last night.
Oh yeah.
As you,
Good luck, GM.
Zeus and whoever else is going back to the Fighters Guild, we'll
So-
meet you there.
Yeah, I'll ask around in like the
Okay.
library and such.
as you all make your way outside, nothing seems out of the ordinary. Everybody seems perfectly normal. There's people going through town carrying baskets of food, doing their normal daily tasks. It's like nothing happened. It's
I'm
very
gonna-
off-putting. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go outside of wherever we just were and kind of like relive the event in my head. Just go through everything, see if I missed anything.
Sure. Yeah, you're
just
kind of
kinda
off to the
walking
side,
around.
just searching your memory, feeling what's going on. As you guys all exit the tavern, take in the scene for a moment, you see Anton approaching from down in the market square. Ah, friends, are you feeling better?
Anton,
Yes.
do you remember the light from last night? I've been asking people. No one seems to remember it.
A light.
Yeah, it was a purple light. It shot from the northeast and it went out into the island.
Mavis, I can't say that I've seen any light.
Oh, come on!
Especially not purple.
You too?
I'm sorry.
Did Mavis say purple light? He just said light.
Did you? No, you said. Didn't you say purple light?
I've said it before. Either way, it's a.
If he didn't say purple light, I assumed he did. That was just my.
Okay.
my
I
bad.
think I can't remember if I said it
Anton's
there.
slipping up.
Yeah, DM slipping.
It's okay.
I assume they accurately described what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh no, just I'm still frustrated
Sure.
at the fact that he doesn't remember.
I need to talk to somebody who does.
Ness,
Mark
maybe
on.
we can speak to your father.
Yes. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Well, are you still going fishing with me later on today? I need to get back to the shop. It's not going to run itself.
Let
I-
me double check with the
I want to
temple.
figure this out. I think you're just okay. As much as I'd like to be there for you and Mara, I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it.
You see a little bit of confusion on his face. Mara?
Mara,
Who?
Mara.
your daughter. She's little, like
Do I
this
have
big. About
He-
as tall
charm
as-
on my warhammer?
You look at your warhammer. You do have a charm on it. The charm that you
And do
had.
we all have our necklaces?
Yeah, you all have your necklaces. As you as you say that, he looks over at you and says, "Mavis, I've never had a daughter."
So he
I
ran
just
into us
start-
before we all broke up looking for something. Or-
So he's saying that all before we had dispersed.
Like,
Yeah,
still-
yeah. This is
we were
before you
all,
guys
like,
had gone to
on
different
us.
places. Yeah,
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
we're all together.
yeah. This was
Okay.
as you exited the tavern.
As we're
Okay.
about to.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
pull the charm off and be like,
Yeah.
I bought this from your daughter last night.
Uh,
And do you
And she
recognize
made
it?
these necklaces for us, and I kind of grabbed mine and pulled it up.
Sure.
Yeah.
You each like show your necklaces. It's like, I mean, it seems like very, like a lot of care went into it, but I've never seen them before, or this charm. Does it have some sentimental value to you, Gar?
Yes. And I put it back on and I said, you should come with us to the temple.
The temple.
Did the well get poisoned? Did everyone go crazy? What's happened?
He says, Gar, I would love to, but my shop's not going to run itself. I came up to check on everyone to make sure you were all right.
Right. But you should come with us to the temple. It'll only take a few moments.
Very well. I guess I could spare a few moments.
I'll try to whisper to Nessa and like maybe your father or a higher cleric and see if something's happened to his brain, to his memory.
It's a brain. Okay,
Um,
to his
brain
mind.
damage.
Has something happened to his brain?
So
I
I
was trying to
suggest
say
casting a ritual of detect magic to see if I can detect any sort of magical
Oh, that's a good
thing
idea.
happening
Hey.
with us or with
Oh, sure.
Anton.
So what? So you have detect magic as a ritual?
As a ritual, yes. So it takes up to 10 minutes.
Sure. And what are you trying specifically to detect it from? Like you guys or?
Us and Anton.
So
Okay.
he'll see any magical effects.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could I, as he starts doing that, I'm starting to think about it. Could I roll an Arcana check?
Or
Or would that not
Arcana
be
check.
fitting for that?
I don't know how much that could really reveal with this particular with this thing.
Maybe he would be able
It's
to
more
recall
used
if
to
there was some sort of magic that could do something like modifying memory.
Yeah,
or...
that I could. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I
and,
have history, so.
No, you're right. Go ahead and make an Arcana check for you in particular. Well, for you or I assume Genmare, you're proficient as well. Anybody that's proficient in Arcana, you can make a check.
Oh, I am.
I'm rolling shite.
Hey!
Oof.
All right. Oh,
I'll do like the ritual instead of that. I
Sure.
suppose.
Okay.
Davis, your
Um,
Arcana's high. Jeez.
No,
yeah.
Wow.
You guys are thinking it through, trying to remember if there's anything that kind of resembles this. Like everything's closing in on you at once. Like Anton's saying that he doesn't know who Mara is, that he's never had a daughter. Nobody remembers any purple light in town. All this is going through your head, and you just can't remember if there's anything in particular. So you start casting Detect Magic.
Yes.
Okay. So are you keeping Anton here then first before heading to the temple?
I asked him.
Okay.
Or it could be at the temple where. I don't know. Did we already?
Will this
proceed
take
with
very long? I really do need to get back to the Fisher's Trick.
Anton, as your friends, we are asking that you just cooperate with us for at least the next half hour.
Something as strange is going on. Please bear with us.
A half hour, you say?
Half hour.
Half hour.
I could
10
do a
minutes
half hour.
for our friend here to do a thing and then follow
Do
us
a
to the
thing.
temple.
Do a thing.
Do a thing.
For you, for all of you, I could spare a half hour, but no more. I do have a business to run. So you start casting Detect Magic as you see Genmare kind of getting some things ready. He starts sitting there and concentrating, making the occasional some hand motions in the air, muttering some words that you can't quite really understand. Eventually, the ritual completes. Give me 1 second.
How are you gonna get it from just sitting there? I'm so confused.
Just let him do his thing. Let him focus.
It's magic.
He's gotta have some. There's no.
Yes, the
Need to see-
conception is his brain.
You said
I'm not talking.
Magic.
I pasted it in roll 20.
Oh,
Josh,
thank God. Thank you.
the description.
That bears magic and you learn at school. Okay.
Basically, you can see a faint aura and determine what school of magic it's from.
Okay. Sure.
I'm mainly curious if I could tell if it's like potentially something affecting us or affecting other people.
Okay.
You got it, Josh.
Found it. Okay. All right, I got it. So you sit there for a little while, about 10 minutes, concentrating, and at the end of it, you open your eyes and you look around at the rest of the party. This would only affect you, right, Genmare? Like you would be able to see.
Only I can see
yeah,
it.
Target
Okay.
self, yeah.
Right. So you look at each of the amulets that you're wearing, and you see a faint aura around each of them, as well as you look at Anton, and you do see an aura around him. Specifically, since you know the School of Magic, it's got kind of like a pinkish purplish hue to it, and you know that it's the enchantment. What the heck is it called? What's
It could just be enchantment.
no? I mean, what are those called? The schools?
Yeah, it's a school.
Schools?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it would
in that
it would belong
school.
to the School of Enchantment. So
Okay.
Okay.
yep.
So that's around our necklaces and around.
Around your necklaces, no. That one, let's see.
Okay.
That would probably be, yeah. It has a more of a bluish hue to it, and you can tell that it's from the School of Abjuration.
Okay. I will inform party
Sure.
of that. It appears that Anton, and I assume if anyone like walked by, for instance, it's like a 30-foot range. So
Sure.
I see other
Within a
people
30-foot range, you see it around everybody.
around everybody.
Is it even around the party members or just
You guys, it's not around.
Yeah.
I guess because we remember. So. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So I say there appears to be some sort of enchantment spell infecting.
Interesting. I'm sorry, no.
No.
You do see it around you guys.
So that.
So
also
there's the
around.
bluish hue from the necklaces and
Yep.
then the purplish.
Yep, the purplish is also around all of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Like our whole body is like covered in the purple.
Just this
aura.
faint aura, just glowing and some, like feeling like it's cascading. Yeah.
Get it off of me.
We don't see it, right? Only Genmer does.
Only Genmer.
Yeah,
But
so
he
I
did
do
say he
describe
related
it
to
you
everyone.
guys.
Is it still there?
How do you?
It is still.
How are
there.
you seeing this? I don't see anything.
Open your eyes.
What were the charmers showing?
Still not.
The
talking to you.
necklaces, we're showing like a blue aura to them, and Genmer relayed that they are from the school of
Abjuration.
abjuration.
Yes. How do you spell that?
ABJ.
Yep.
URATION.
Right. As much as I
Get
don't
there.
have knowledge in that personally, I know my character does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genmare and Zeus, do you guys know of any spells in those schools that would be able to do something like this?
Go ahead and make new Arcana checks. Given your
Newfound.
yeah.
I wouldn't be.
No, you don't believe in magic.
No.
Even though you have such a high
You're proficient,
Yeah.
in it, but you don't believe it.
What a waste.
Correct.
Wait,
Okay.
advantage?
Uh,
No. You just always roll advantage.
yeah. No, so I'll just take the
Wait,
first
why
one.
can't you turn advantage off?
He doesn't have it set up on his character sheet to do this.
That would have been amazing, Joel. When
I mean, I think it's more useful to just have it on.
Joel was saying when Gar was asking, is it gone? When you were wiping it off, Genmer should have just said, yeah, you got it off. You're fine now. I just like tried to deceive him.
I would have believed him.
It's true. So let's see.
I would
Zeus,
have done that.
Zeus, you're more right now. More than ever, you're like thinking of just like getting out of here almost. Like this is not anything that's happened around here before. And focusing on all of that, you aren't really able to remember any specific spell. Genmare, you do think of one possible spell that it's definitely behaving similarly to. And just with everything that's going on, the effects line up, and it's the only thing that makes sense.
Okay.
At this point, Anton is kind of looking around. What's happening? Is anything? Is there anything going on? We've just been standing here for 10 minutes.
Well, did he hear him explain? All like
Yeah, a
glowy,
little bit, but he's
dusty
also
thing?
like he's looking around a little bit, like he's
Not really paying attention to it.
yeah, he's not like being rude, but he's just
feeling brushed.
more than ever.
Other
You,
than not remembering his daughter, does he seem like himself? Like I've spent a lot of time at that shop. I've seen him quite a bit.
you have
Is
go ahead and
he-
make insight check. 20. He seems like a little more exhausted than usual. Like he has mentioned a couple times that he has to get back to his shop. It's not going to run itself, and you do remember that Mara was helping him before, and so he's acting like he doesn't have any assistance there. But beyond that, he's acting like himself. Like nothing seems out of the ordinary.
So I will say to them that I think it's actually fine for you to return to your shop now. Thank you for staying here with us for a bit.
Do you not think this is something that the High Cleric would be able to help with?
I think we could ask
we can
him, but
talk about
we
it.
don't necessarily need Anton.
Yeah, we don't
Anton,
want
that
to
was-
keep him from
Let's
his
see.
work.
With that Arcana check as well, You do know that Modify Memory is a pretty powerful spell, and even though he's the head cleric, like, nobody here is a master per se of what they do. It's not something that, while it's worth a shot, perhaps, you don't have a lot of confidence in it.
I was gonna tell you guys about the spell after he left. I didn't want to come out.
Yeah, this is just what you know. You haven't
Okay.
necessarily said that.
Yeah, so I think we can.
Tom, thank you
take
for your
care
help.
of it.
Of course, if you need anything, don't hesitate. I care about you all, and I want to make sure you're all okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Of course, as he walks off and makes his way back down the stairs towards the Fisher's Trick, leaving you all in a little circle here in the middle of town, next to the well in the center. Some hustle and bustle going on along the sides, but beyond that,
I asked probably a dozen people if they saw the light last. Nobody's seen it. So
Where do you
I
think we head
suspect
from here?
this spell may have been Modify Memory. It is a fairly powerful spell that allows you to, well, as the spell says, to modify someone's memory for an amount of time. But
would it
for it
wear
to
off?
have
eventually?
for this to have such a large effect and to not even know about Mara, I can't imagine how powerful this must be, or why
Why
were
were we
protected.
protected? Was it the necklace that Mara gave us?
You said that the necklaces also had a glow around them, yeah?
Yeah,
And it was different from what's
appears to be the only thing
ever you see around us?
in common between us that wasn't for other people.
Huh.
Can we make an Arcana check to check out what the necklaces might be?
Sure. Go ahead and for those of you proficient. Nah. I mean, you don't believe in magic, but you can still think they're mechanical in nature.
I'm rolling shit.
Oh. Okay. I mean, pretty much all of you. I mean, no specific spell or enchantment comes to mind, but the fact that you're all wearing them and you all remember, there has to be a correlation. But beyond that, nothing specific strikes your mind.
I'm gonna test something, and this might sound dumb, but I want to take off the necklace and see if anything changes.
Sure.
I'm saying that to the group.
Okay.
How long does detect
Okay.
magic last? Was it in there?
Oh,
Up to 10
10
minutes. Yeah. So okay, it would still be on. Sure. You take the necklace away, and
so we'll say that we'll put it on you if, after we see if anything changed with you.
sure.
Yeah.
As you take the necklace away, you wait 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Genmare, you can see a faint glow around the necklace, but you also see the slightest of glows around Gar as well, still where he kept it.
So I will say
Has
that
anything changed?
it appears to still be affecting you, even though you took it off.
Oh,
Even
man.
with residual effects around your neck.
I'm smelling it.
Perhaps it's some sort
Oh,
of
of course. It smells like a rock.
long-lasting
A little bit of
oil.
beach mixed into it.
Take my goggles and just kind of look at it closer.
You see Mavis inspecting this gem, with a nice pair of goggles here. Yeah, beyond that.
Anything noticeable?
He tastes it.
It's a rock. I don't get it.
Well,
It's a rock.
maybe we speak to Marcon. He's
Surprise, he's
the
big,
most
he's
battle
gross.
experienced. Maybe he's
Ah.
familiar with something like this.
Or maybe he's... Yeah. I think that might be... I don't know where else to go.
Worth a
I should
shot.
speak to Giovanni at some time, but
Alright.
So, after Marcon, then?
I not in agreement.
Suppose that's our best bet for now.
All right.
All right.
You guys make your way. Sorry?
Downtown?
Walking
our way
fast.
down.
Faces past and you're homebound. Ba-na-na-na. Anyways.
I'm missing.
You start heading south. It's not a very long ways. It's only really probably about a couple hundred feet. This internal walled-in area is probably a total of about a quarter mile at the most. But you make your way south to the Fighters Guild. You see this building. It's a pretty just square building, stonework on the outside, an open entrance, a double door on it. As you make your way up, this is definitely where you guys have been plenty of times before. And Moose said, wow, I didn't realize how ancient that song was. And yes, from back in the olden days.
We just made it up just now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the party is very good at making up
it'll be a
songs
big
on the
hit.
spot.
It'll be famous one
We're all
day.
secretly bards.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, so you go up, you open the double doors, you walk inside, and you can see. Where's the. How is it? Okay, I found it. Okay, you can see a middle-aged human, about 45 years old, about 6'3". He's not that much shorter than you, Gar. Very muscular build, a little bit more tan skin, these piercing brown eyes with a scar vertically across his face. This is Marcon, as he's currently has a sparring sword and he's training with another person. You guys aren't the only group that he trains. Like, he is there as a trainer just to anybody in the local militia as well. But yeah, they're kind of like sparring with their swords as Marcon lands a pretty good hit on him. He goes down to the ground and Marcon just holds his sword over him. Says, "Focus. It's more than just raw aggression. You need to analyze your opponent. Look for weaknesses. Otherwise, you'll be down every time." And he reaches down and pulls his hand.
Are you okay?
Reaches down and pulls him up. As they both kind
Marcon!
of do the arm thing, and he looks over. "Ah, welcome back. I wasn't expecting you for some time."
We got some questions, man. Did you see a light last night? I feel like
The other.
repeating record.
Let's see. The other thing, he's wearing like this leather armor. Picture like Aragorn in terms of attire. This ranger armor, pretty much. Not beefy plate armor or anything. He likes to keep mobile, and a big greatsword on his back that you pretty much never see him without. You ask, "Did you see that light last night?" And he looks down at you. And
Well, did you?
and you can see he kind of like leans in a little curiously. "What did this light look like?"
It was really purple, really, really bright, and it shot from the northeast off to the Isle of Eldon, and then we all got really big headaches, and then we knocked out, and no one remembers any. Well, we do, but
So I see she
It
gave
came
them to
from
you. And he lifts up an amulet as well from underneath his shirt and shows it to you.
did
Puts it back
Mara
underneath.
make that for you too?
What'd you say?
Mara make that for you too?
And you can see it doesn't look the same. It's not in string or anything like
Oh.
that. This is like a really nice looking amulet, a little bit of a bigger gem. You've never seen him wearing it though, but it's some nice steel like case around it. Yeah, it's very different. He puts it back under his shirt. So you would, well, I guess you could ask if she made it for him too.
No. I mean, is
Not-
that still active? The detect magic thing? Would it have been 10 minutes? gone
It's
by yet?
pushing it. Probably have like a minute left with all the talking and
So-
everything that went on as well.
I turned to Genmar then.
Yeah,
and
you can see the
I'm like,
same glow around it.
Did it look like shiny like the other ones?
It is the same.
Okay, I'm still curious, but yeah. So you have the same thing. So you remember the light last night then?
I remember more than that.
Shoot.
All right, where to begin?
The beginning.
That's a good idea, Gar.
Well, I have reason to believe the goblin forces in the east are more than just holding the entrance against anybody passing through. I believe it's part of a more nefarious purpose and definitely connected to the tower in the northeast.
Goblins don't know magic like this.
No, which is why it's the perfect scapegoat. No one would ever suspect that they would be linked to something like this. And I don't believe they are directly, but I still have more research to do on that. I'm unfortunately limited. I don't trust all the eyes in this town, and a master of combat in the town going around asking questions would be suspicious. I don't know who I can trust, and I'm not even entirely sure I can trust all of you. But
I
I'm
give
out
him
of
a big
options.
smile.
But I'm out of options. Whatever this is, it's building up for something bad. A spell like this cast over so large an area needs to have an incredibly powerful source. And you all remember Mara. She's innocent in this.
Yes.
She cannot be allowed to suffer for the
Is she
rest of us
suffering?
in this valley. I don't know.
Oh,
But
Are
to
there
go
other
through
children missing?
Do you know of anyone else who appears to be forgotten?
let's just say this is not the first time this has happened. I've not checked into specifics, but you all would have forgotten the others. This is the pipe in your mouth.
I'm just thinking real deep about all this.
Yeah. This is how Gar thinks. He needs his bubble pipe.
Bubble
Yeah.
pipe.
you're saying my mind has been altered? Maltered?
He stands
Malted.
back and folds his arms. I'm afraid so, Mavis.
No.
Even one
what
as
else have I forgotten?
keen as your own.
What,
Well,
what if I lost inventions that I had ideas? Oh no.
he says, magic is
I thought-
not my strong suit, but to cast this over so wide an area, I could not assume it would remove much more than the memory of one, maybe two people at a time. To modify so massive an area of memory at once would have to require a small thing to modify.
How many times has it happened?
You see him kind of lean back and take a quick sigh. 3 before this. This is the 4th.
When was the last one?
Last month. It has happened every month on the full moon. For those
Have
that
you-
aren't protected by these gems that you now carry, it simply passes through you and you forget the event as well as the person, and you are none the wiser. For you, you instead lost consciousness. It's something I suffer with every month, become accustomed to.
Do you have any idea as to where the source could be or how to stop it?
Well, it's clear the source is the tower. How to stop it? It connected to the Isle of Eldon, which is a dangerous journey. But, as well, you all have spent a great deal of time here you would not have heard. In Stoneworth, the mines have been closed down a month ago due to undead being found.
Undead?
Very unusual for a typical mine.
That's just not possible.
Marcon.
Yes, Gar.
Every month I've been having this dream about a purple dome
Ooh.
I have
Um,
as well.
with,
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Fuck, might have been known.
with the valley being gathered into Boatwright, being trapped by terrifying beast monsters converging on us. Do you think it has anything to do with that?
You can see now he's taken a genuine interest in this. This is something he hasn't heard before. The one difference, and you both would know this, in your dream, it's a very dark
Right.
dome. That's the key difference. This one was very, it was bright, it was purple in its color, but it wasn't, the predominant feature of the one in your dream is dark with hints of purple and white.
Okay.
And as you describe that, he thinks to himself, well, that's not what has happened so far, but you both serve in the temple. Perhaps Melora is giving you a vision, a warning of things to come, which could be very bad, should it come to pass. Listen, I am limited in what I can do. If I draw too many eyes, it could draw worse than what we currently face. I suggest you either travel to the Isle, you may find answers there, or to the Stoneworth mines in the north.
Why the mines? Why not the tower where we saw the light coming from?
Because there has never been an undead presence in the mines, and the timing is very peculiar.
I need to see this to believe. I don't know. I don't trust that.
Mavis, sometimes when there are powerful wielders of magic, those that were dead before can temporarily enter a state in between. They are not alive, but neither are they dead.
I look away as he's seeking and say, perhaps they're animatronic. Even mechanical.
No, Mavis, there.
I must see. I have to see that for myself.
You will see for yourself. As he backs away a little.
Marcon, what are these gems? How did you get yours?
And you can see he kind of becomes a little bit defensive, or just guarded more. That is a story for another time, and one that I may not tell at all. Like I said, I'm trusting all of you out of necessity, not. I have only known you the last 6 months. You'd smile again.
Yeah.
You are my only options. And while you have proven very well in battle and a very competent group, you are my only option.
Competent. Competent guys.
I'm really confused with the timeline here because the Dark Tower didn't get discovered until 3 months ago, and you're saying it goes back 4 months.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
this happened once before we even knew about the Dark Tower.
It was discovered 3 months ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we can see the tower from Boatwright.
It's
Like the
about
top of it?
a mile and a half off. And it's in the midst of forest. The scale I can't get very accurate with this. It's only about 80 feet high. With the
so we probably
trees.
couldn't see the top of it.
Yeah, it'd be difficult. Yeah.
Okay. But we know general direction.
Yeah. No, you know the location approximately within, I mean, enough that you could get there. It's been, the tale has been passed around enough that everybody knows about it.
Okay.
But that timeline was accurate, that we found out about the tower 3 months ago, but this has happened for 4 months.
Yep.
That is correct.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Copy that.
Well,
Okay.
do we deal with the undead in the mines, or do we travel to the island?
Alleged undead.
How long have you traveled to the island?
There's both.
What is the biggest journey and only one has ever survived?
I know how to sail.
Are you sure? You stranded yourself here.
With me being a paladin,
I get really pissed at that
If
comment.
this is truly an undead, maybe it can. No. Whatever this thing is,
Well-
if it can speak, maybe it can tell us more of what's going on. More than what Mark.
and I think it's more important that we make sure that the people in Sunset Valley are safe. We need to go to the mines. We need to
Out of
take
character.
care- Huh?
Out of character, I thought I remembered you saying something about it being dangerous, like between us and the Isle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
unnatural danger,
about probably about halfway there. You would start to experience more tumultuous waters, stronger currents, aggressive sea life. Pretty much everything trying to stop you from getting there. Some boats have been sunk on their way there, and not very many, because not very many people try to go there. But
So
yeah,
not necessarily like magical effects. Like,
no, I mean
not
nothing.
necessarily.
Yeah, not like you run into a force field or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In
All
fact,
right.
thinking back on it, Gar would know his ship encountered intense storms as well as bad waters and everything. That's what sunk his ship about a mile off of the coast, or a mile off from the Isle, I guess. A couple miles in that range. That's
Poor ship.
Yeah, that's what
Further west of the island?
further west. Yeah, off into the
Then you
depths.
washed up.
Yep.
So,
So we're
I'm sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I missed it, but did Marcon say whether or not he's been to the tower? Did he tell us any of that?
You never asked him. He never said.
Okay. All right. Is that okay to ask him?
You can
You
do
can do
whatever
whatever
you
you
want.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could slap him if you wanted.
If you wanted to, he'd probably be a little mad.
Well, you can try to.
Yeah, you could try to. You can certainly
I don't know
try.
what his AC is, but
Yeah. Marcon, have you been to the tower yourself?
Personally, no. I have not been able to do very much investigating myself. That would draw a lot of suspicion.
Why would it be suspicious for you, the master of combat, to check out a new threat?
Not suspicious to the average person, but if there is in fact unwanted eyes watching, the master of combat looking around would be suspicious.
and there has been no one else but you so far who has this gem and is immune.
Correct.
Insight check.
So it's
Sure.
up to us.
Insight check.
It's
Not
been a
your
9
night.
every
Yeah,
time.
it has
It's
every
been
single
a 9
time.
every time. 3 insight checks, 3 9s.
Marcon is the type of person that has a very guarded nature. He's very strict. But he's fair. Like, he's not just a hard ass for the sake of being a hard ass, but he's hard to get a read on. As you continue blowing your pipe, contemplating.
Well, what do you guys think? Where do we go?
I
I
was
need-
going to
Alright.
the mines.
This
Protect the people closest
alleged
to us?
skeleton
Yes.
or dead.
I think
I agree with Nessa.
perhaps trying to travel to the island might be too risky when there is a... Well, undead might be risky as well. At least
If it's
we
something I can blow up, I,
deal
I,
with that.
I can blow
Yes.
up an undead if it is
I
truly.
feel like we have more means to deal with that than...
There might be
Fair.
something we find in the mines as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Something
gonna be
helpful
something
for her.
causing it.
I'd be happy to go back to Stoneworth. Been a little bit. Could see Zook. Oh, you guys haven't met Zook yet. He taught me everything that I know. Oh, you'll love him. He's
I
amazing.
just
Great,
kind
I
of
hate
look
him
at
already.
Gar.
Did he teach
Gar,
you how
shake
to-
my head.
Boomfish?
He did teach me that too. I'm not so... I saw him do it, and you'll love him.
Well,
Great.
I guess we gotta gather our things. Is there anything you could offer us to help us on our journey?
One such as this. This is a dangerous journey. Excuse me. He walks back to like his quarters back in the back area and returns with this small like tray with a lid on it. Opens up the tray and you can see there are 6. And you guys have seen these plenty of times with how much you've been out there in combat. These are 6 potions of healing.
Hey,
Yay!
let's get it.
We don't have a huge supply of these, but for a journey such as this, you will need backup.
So 1 for each of us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, if
That's
he was
math.
offering all 6.
Yeah.
Or
Take one. Only
Only
one.
one. Take only one. All right.
Alright.
Did I not drag the right thing?
Wait, are you able to drag yours when it's on another window? Am I a dog?
No, it has. You can't have it
No,
popped out.
sadly
so
not.
Drag and drop it.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, you can. That's worked for me before.
No, it won't.
A lot more explosives. Joel said Mavis needs to gather a lot more explosives to blow up a tower. Just start with the undead for now.
Fact. This is a dry run.
Yes, thank you, Joel.
Mine keeps popping up, popped out.
You can add it manually. All you have to do is.
I think if you drag it into the window, it'll still put it in your character sheet, even if it's popped out. Like, don't
That's
drag
what
it
I
onto
thought.
your character sheet, but drag it into the map.
What, the map?
Yeah, that's what I've done in the past, and that's worked, but that didn't work for some reason.
It did just work for me when I tried it.
All right.
Yeah.
I have to sneeze.
Bless
Okay.
you.
Wait, healing. Potion.
All right.
All right. So you each take your
Off to the
potions of
mine.
healing. He takes it back. Says, "Be careful out there. You may have fought goblins from time to time, but undead are an entirely different enemy." Oh, did it disconnect you?
It's not working.
Okay, we can handle that. That's fine. But yeah, you have 1 potion of healing each.
Alrighty. It's 44 plus 4.
Alright.
Plus 2, right?
2d4 plus
2d4 plus 2.
Thank you.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
How
So then, yeah, we make
far
way
is it to Stonewright?
You guys know that it's about a
Stoneworth?
mile and a half to Stoneworth. The whole valley is probably about 3
You
to
don't
4
really
miles.
Unless you want to heal Rachel.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
no, you don't have to roll
Yeah.
anything.
She just
Like-
immediately drinks it.
She's like, oh, thanks.
Damn, that's good.
I'm feeling pretty hurt, guys.
Taste could be a little better. But
Yeah.
Is it a trek that we would want to take horses for? Like, do we have horses available?
On foot, it would probably take you about 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Like, no, it's really not a bad journey.
Tiny little valley.
Yeah, no, I
like
mean,
it.
I
10
mean,
square.
if the average,
I mean, large to me, but
yeah. I actually looked it up. Like the average person walks at, I think it said 3 or 5 miles per hour, and so therefore, half hour is about half that.
I like
A half hour, 45 minutes is about what you guys would be doing.
Okay.
Hour tops, depending on, because you do pass through some forest, and I mean, but that's not really. It's not like you pass directly through the road passes
So
through
this
forest.
map that we have of Sunset, like we all know that's the
Yes.
layout of Sunset Valley.
And for anybody on
Sorry.
stream, yeah, you all know this. For anybody on stream, that is the map that they see.
Marcon,
Yes.
before we leave, has there been children every time that have been the memory that's been modified?
I have not seen which one was taken every time, but for the ones that I remember, yes.
Someone stealing children. I don't like it.
nope.
Those bitches. I want
Just instantly changes her
She
character.
screams at the top of her lungs.
Joel.
Right.
Sunset Valley is about 3 to 4 miles, or 8 no miles, or 2 Gar miles.
Very true.
Well, good luck to you all. You've proven very well in combat against goblins, but be careful out there. You don't know what to expect.
Do
That's
Sounds
part
like
of
we
the
can
fun of it.
expect undead.
Beyond
do
that.
we
Alleged undead.
Allegedly! Genmer?
do we feel like we remember people who we didn't before, or can we not really notice anything?
Go ahead and make a history check for anybody that's wanting to.
Everyone?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, for anybody that's wanting to. Sure.
Oh, I didn't do too bad. Oh, I'm gonna change your name.
I remember my birth.
too.
You remember? All right. You all think back, trying to remember something you've forgotten, which is a strange prospect. As you do it, like you don't even remember a wave of energy any of the other times. You don't remember this happening. The other festivals went off without a hitch. You don't remember anything other than Mara and
Hard to figure
and
out.
last night.
All right.
Hi-ho, silver, away.
Yeah, let's charge to the mines.
Safe travels. I'll be here when you return. As you guys exit the Fighters Guild, again re-entering the central area of Boatwright, you can see the well off in the distance, people going about their day. Kind of take a deep breath. You can smell the ocean air coming in from the west. It's a pretty clear day out. A little bit of overcast off to the west. Actually, Gar, you notice, being an experienced sailor, as you look off to the west, the waves are pretty strong today. The wind feels pretty strong. I mean, you think to yourself, it's probably the better idea to go to the mines today anyway. Like,
I mean,
but
with
you
the
don't want
full
to show
moon
that.
being
Like,
last night,
mm-hmm.
the tides would be very crazy.
Yeah, the tides are pretty high. Precisely.
Same.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
High
right.
elf.
So,
Oh yeah.
so you guys,
Yeah, you know about the tides.
anything else you guys would want to do before heading out for
Should we
Stonewood?
get word to Bellman? What's his name?
Alton?
Yeah, Bellman and Giovanni. That
Who are
there's an undead threat.
For
So
the
you're
they're-
talking to Nessa.
Giovanni is the high cleric at the temple, which is Nessa's father.
Giovanni, everybody would know. He is very, very justice-seeking. He is strict, but he's very. He can come across as uncaring, but it's out of a desire of genuinely wanting to help people. If somebody's in genuine need of help, he will fight for them. So he's somebody that you know you can trust, but not everybody likes to be around all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then Bellman, only Gar really knows.
Well,
I mean, you
Nessa would
you
probably
probably
know
would have
too.
told him about yeah, Nessa knows. You probably would have told him about him though over the last 6 months, right?
yeah, he. So Bellman was the one that found me on the beach when I was shipwrecked.
Okay.
And brought me to the church.
And
You
he is
guys-
also a church member.
Yeah.
he is also a cleric.
He's a cleric.
He's
in
a
the
bit more
temple.
free spirited.
Not just that he goes to
But-
church, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
he actually, and you kind of know this. He gets into trouble with Giovanni a lot because he's so free spirited. He doesn't like being tied down.
Catch him at the tavern once in a while. Knock
That
him back.
maybe the occasional prank here and there. Yeah. Are we missing someone?
he knows every prostitute in town.
I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck's going on with my roll 20.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
His stuff just like not working.
My vote would be
No.
to just go to the
Like, even when I tried to delete,
Onward!
I made
Yeah,
that, and then I tried to delete it, wouldn't delete it, and then I
the
refreshed.
curiosity of it as well. I need to know if this thing is actually a robot or not.
Right.
Josh,
Yeah.
can't you do like a forced refresh of
Of the chat?
roll 20? Just like the session. I don't know.
I
thought
can-
that was a thing that DMs could do.
I can force refresh the chat.
Just chat.
Yeah. As far as I know, I think that's all I can do.
It let you roll. So what is it exactly that's broken?
Still like pop-ups and everything.
Hmm.
Yeah, like my character sheet. When I click it, it always pops out for some reason.
It
I don't
actually
know if
doesn't
that's
even
a
want me to
setting
do that.
somewhere. Yeah, that is a setting somewhere. Okay.
Okay.
Now maybe it'll work. Let's turn that off.
There you go.
Success.
Healing.
All right.
Nice.
So you wanted to head to the temple then?
Well, no, I was just gonna see if somebody could get word.
Oh, sure.
Unless Nessa really wanted to go ourselves to.
If you wanted to get word, you could find somebody.
Yeah, so Nessa, I'd ask Nessa. Nessa, do you want to go personally, or do we just want to tell someone to get word to them?
I would rather get there as soon as possible.
So have someone send word for us.
Sure.
So, yeah, just ask somebody to send word to Giovanni.
Yeah. You find a human just walking along. It's like, here's you ask him to send word to Giovanni. He's like, why should I, like, very precariously, why should I, and then he looks over at Nessa. Nessa is, everybody knows that she's the daughter of Giovanni, and he's like, oh,
Ooh, she has pull.
right away, I'll take care of that for you. And he scampers
Thank
off
you.
towards the temple.
Sweet. All right, let's go.
And you
All right.
all make your way out the north
Yeah.
gate of Boatwright. As you step out into the walkway heading north, you can see the forest ahead of you, a half-mile off or so, where the road kind of weaves through before continuing on to Stoneworth. Again, you can look off to the left. You can feel the breeze even more so now. It's a windy day today.
What
and
temperature
this-
is it outside?
Very temperate. Very nice.
93.
About, I mean, anywhere from 65 to
love that.
75 or
If it's only
70
like
to
a
75.
mile and a half.
2 miles
I'm
tops.
Open it.
Sure.
Running.
All right, as you guys
Probably do a jog.
just kind of see here as Gar just
I can't keep up.
these little gnome feet just
Just pick them up.
as you guys make your way off north towards Stoneworth. That is where we'll end the session for tonight.
No.
Yep, it is 11, and that's the perfect spot to end
That
it.
really is.
Yeah.
I'm
We
surprised
did
we
it.
didn't have any combat.
We did it. Yeah.
I know,
Well,
that
it
was
took a little long. I am definitely going to get experience in just how to structure everything for 6 players. This will be new for me.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
Combat's gonna
Quite a
take
thing.
a long time.
it will.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
I
Okay,
suggest
one.
for combat just
Mhm.
having one initiative roll for like different types
Oh
of enemies.
yeah.
Oh, for
Instead of
Definitely.
one initiative roll for every enemy.
But I can watch the end of it. Yes. Okay. So yeah. Thank you everybody for attending the first
That
ever
was-
D&D
It
stream.
worked,
It
Josh.
worked.
Yeah.
Freaking worked.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I haven't seen
That's
this.
great.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So let me just see here. I can.
Is it safe to pull up the stream?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
I'm
you can
pulling
pull it
it
up
up.
now. All you see is a
Oh,
bunch
okay.
of music that I have.
Musica.
Ooh.
Oh, musica.
Josh, there's 2 Sunset Valleys down there. Oh no.
2 Sunset Valleys. What?
In the lower left.
Wait, why?
Yeah.
Why is that?
You know what? Why are they dumb? Oh yeah, because
Oh, that's right. I switched over. Wait, is it this
No, it's
one?
an effect. It's
You
fine.
look like Dookie.
It's that one. I forgot in the other one you manually added it.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Okay.
All right. Copy that.
For DMing and
Nice.
Nathan for the art too. Seriously, hey, thank you all so much for hanging out with us in chat. I know it's been a different
Love you, chat.
night with not being able to pay attention to chat as much. I hope you guys all are enjoying so far. For the time being, we will continue on Sunday of
Backstreet.
next week if that works for everyone.
Yep.
Who has pants on?
Sunday next week, I believe. We're.
We believe, would Saturday work better?
No, Sunday will generally work,
Sunday works
Okay.
fine.
especially with community night.
Sure.
What
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
are we thinking?
Yeah,
Um,
you guys
Same
tell me
time,
when
8
you
p.m.
want.
Probably around the same time, 7:30 or 8. It'll take less setup the next time around because I already have everyone's camera set up now. So,
Yeah.
and
Cool.
Will it put us all in the same spot every time?
I think so. This is how it was for me last time, so I
Okay,
hope
that's
so.
fine.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
TJ's
yeah.
always the big one for me.
Yeah.
So.
So.
You're always the big one for me, Nathan.
Hey. We holding hands.
That one for me. Oh,
Yeah,
Nathan.
it is for me too.
We have the
Oh,
same
what
setup.
the-
You and I.
Joel,
all
thank
have
you
the
for
Oh
the
my God,
1,004
Joel.
bits, my dude. I really appreciate that. Oh, this has been
Joel.
so different. I had to turn off the alert sounds and everything. It's oh,
They did
man.
kick Rachel out.
I'm glad you were able to tune in
know.
at the
I
latter
kicked
half of
myself
that, Hal.
Yeah.
Again,
Or
hopefully
leave.
everybody enjoyed that. Let me close out for the night so that we can.
Sure thing.
Ah, that gives me a little time.
Yeah, so sick.
Isn't it? It's so good.
I'm so glad.
My goodness. All right.
Yeah, it was amazing, Nathan.
Josh, you and Nathan put this together very well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
Hey.
Campaign
Seriously,
and assets.
Oh, that was an add-on.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
was
man.
so good.
Thanks,
Zay
everybody.
has had
for
shit
joining.
luck.
Yeah.
He really,
Thank you
yeah.
everyone for watching.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get to with you.
Oh.
Stuff about
What
our
happened?
Yeah, you guys can. I'll actually probably drop out.
Yeehaw, Ghosty.
Yeah,
Yeehaw!
drop it out.
Sword, thank
Close
you
out
so
there.
much for the 100 bits. I really appreciate that. I'm
Are
gonna
you
actually.
talking about how I don't have any money?
No, she was talking about how
Oh, shit luck.
you have shit luck with everything. Yeah,
Yeah, my rolls were terrible.
they were. Man,
My rolls are
Nick's
terrible.
might have been worse. It's
they
hard
were
to-
goddamn
definitely
four right now.
like very close. All right, so
Yeah,
I'm
I
actually.
also rolled a nat 1, so.
That's true.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I
Oh
rolled
no,
like 5 2.
Rachel did too.
Oh yeah, she rolled a
Oh,
nat
yeah.
one on
Okay,
history, right?
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna drop out a voice for now then and close out stream. Actually, if everybody wants to hang around, maybe we could raid another D&D streamer, just random, and depending on who we have online,
Sure.
let's see what we got.
I'll
So,
catch you guys later.
all right, love you all. Hey, can we have some love?
Love you guys.
All right, see you guys. Can we get some love in the chat for, again, Nathan making all the stream assets that you see, for the players taking time to attend this campaign. I genuinely hope that you guys are all enjoying it so far. Again, that we're all beginners when it comes to this, and just gonna have fun with it. Need to edit Josh and edit the 98 call. Oh my goodness, yeah. So it's a process, but you know, you get to be here while we learn our way through D&D. It's seriously, I love it though. I do love it. Let me see who we have online to be able to raid. Yeah. Okay. Let's look for a D&D streamer. I mean, just like the top one or anything. 98 is eternal. God dang it. Yeah, you're right. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Oh, actually, what am I doing? We don't need this music now. We can put on the better music. I don't know why. Apparently, once I get in the mode, I can't switch. But yeah, Sora and Hal, I'm glad you guys were able to attend for a little bit. If it's something that you guys are interested in, quick recap, I got into this through Critical Role, a series on YouTube that is freaking fantastic. I would highly recommend it to anybody wanting to see what D&D can truly be. This is not what D&D can truly be. This is D&D with friends that are learning their way through, and it's fun along the way. But for Critical Role, yes, Truthy, my friend, yes, Critical Role is so freaking good. Oh man, I'm such a big fan. Okay, so let's see, we have a few D&D streamers that are online right now. Post-session chill, limbo. Let's see. Anybody see one in particular that they maybe like? Oh wait, that's us. Hi. Maybe we'll raid one of the lower count ones. D&D time, Spotify, social. It's kind of interesting. Things are going to get crazy. So, not that one. No, you can do Goka raid. Oh, so hey, for anybody that doesn't know, this song is called Crayon Dragon. I love it so much. Sorry guys, bear with me while I look for, if any of the mods also want to find a particular one. Thank you, Jess, for putting that in chat. Let's just go with creating characters. They're creating characters right now. Could do that. Tower of Intrigue. Interesting. That's kind of cool too, actually. We could also do a tool raid or a no sub raid. Ghosty. Ghosty, thank you for gifting the tier 1 sub to Gokabot. Now Gokabot doesn't have to say Gokana Wave in chat. You madman. Wait, how long has Gokabot been a sub? Because I'm pretty sure it's all been from Ghosty. 1 second. Oh man, I love it. There we go, cool. Even the bot thanks you. Thanks for that. All right, so excuse me a second while I check this out. Oh, what is this? This isn't an ad. Is this actually just them? That's pretty sweet. Pathfinder, no. Probably want to find a 5e person. Sorry, guys. Talk amongst yourselves while we find someone. What are these guys doing? Oh, popularity. Oh, good lord. That's loud. Alright, I'm taking too long. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. I'm probably going to drop frames with this, too, which is fine. Tower of Intrigue. Maybe we'll just raid these people. They had slightly more viewers than us, so let's do that. Let's spread the love.
Okay, that makes sense.
There's no face cams, though. Are we okay with that?
Yep.
Chad, are we okay with that? Ghosty, you wonderful, my friend.
Yeah. Good call.
Let's... maybe these ones. I'm excited to see where this adventure takes us. I am too. You guys have already done a very good job of discovering story elements sooner than intended. Let me put it that way. So I'm very excited for this party. Prove you have pants and work. Oh, God. Oh, we'll raid these people. That way I don't have to prove I have pants. I mean, I would prove it anyway. Don't worry. Okay, so, and I've proven it a million times. What you mean, Jess? All right, these people have face cams on. They are currently streaming some D&D. Yeah, let's do this. They have a little bit of a smaller number of viewers right now. Fady Lace. Interesting name. I like it. Okay, so it's like Ladyface. I get it. Confirm I am no... Pants. What do you mean? Hey, Gokabot actually waves now? All right, guys. You just pulled a magic trick. All right, guys, if you want to prepare this, we're going to show some people some love. We should be back tomorrow with Community Night. Oh, my goodness. Community Night. Wow. All right, I have some work to do before next session as well. So, guys, next Sunday, loosely planned right now, we shall start again at 7:30 or 8. The stream will probably start at 7:30. We'll probably start at 8, let's be honest. But that way we at least get some momentum going and hopefully maintain it. So this Sunday would be the 9th. February 9th, everybody. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I'm really very much enjoying this. We'll just get better as we go on with time. I hope you all have a fantastic night. Seriously, love you guys. I hope you enjoy it. I've already said that. And I will see you guys tomorrow.
I feel like those things combined.
Giant ape. How come I don't have a giant ape token?
Yeah, I was just looking at it. Suppose I could pull it out and
hang on. Should be able to just drag this over here. Hang on.
Yeah. And let me control it.
Why doesn't it? Oh, there we go. Boom. Oh, you are humongous, my dude.
Oh, you're bigger than
Hold
him.
on. Let's do some housekeeping here. Okay, now you're bigger than he is. I'm gonna leave your token here just as a point of view for you, I guess.
Streaming.
Last
Hi
bit
everybody
there.
that caught the latter
And
part
I
of the
think
stream
can
where
actually
I talked to
put
the
this
camera
under
for
your
approximately
care
5 seconds,
control.
not realizing I still had my stream on.
Welcome,
Character.
Love you guys.